welcome back to Paranormasight! Hello. I just want to preface this with I thought I was gonna be late. Because my power died earlier, but it's okay now. But I'm just saying it now, so if the stream abruptly ends later, you know what happened. Where are we going? Oh my god, got me there, bro. Yeah, same. We're going to start the game. That's what we're doing. Oh, thank you for the... Wait, did the sound alert not go off? Huh. But yeah, thank you for the follow, Medusa? Ga Medusa, probably. Rage for chi electricity, yeah. So basically, last time a lot happened again. I'm sneaky, that's why sound didn't go off. I know, right? I don't know what happened there. Let me... I guess I can fix that later. Or maybe now, real quick, while we're still here. But basically, last time a lot of stuff happened. We basically confirmed that Yako was possessed by her friend, Michio. And we were able to, like, get to a resolution, find out what exactly happened to Michio, and Michio was able to move on. And other than that, we were also able to get this area here with Mayu Chozawa. We found out that she got kidnapped by the... I guess I can do this. She got kidnapped by... Who was that guy's name again? Whatever, the Hihaku Soaps guy. Because... Oh no! What have I done to the chat? Oh no, it's disappeared. Let me just do a test message. I'm sorry. Oh, it's still working. It just got cleared for some reason. Sorry about that. Okay. I think that should do the sound alerts now, but yeah. So we got her, and we found out that Hihaku Soaps was just basically after all this power. But they're not the masterminds. Wow, now the whole chat is sneaking out to atoms. I don't know, it weirdly... Yeah, I don't know, it didn't want to sound off earlier, so I did something so that I think it will now sound off for sure. But then it cleared the chat and I don't know why. I'm so sorry. And Hihaku Soaps was basically kind of involved because they were looking into Hajime... Yay! They were looking into Hajime's death, the police officer that Tsutsumi and Ario were investigating at the start. And basically they wanted to find the talismans because apparently he's the descendant of Seimen, the Onmyoji, who kind of started this whole mess with the rite of resurrection way back when in the Edo period. So, now that we knew that the talismans are from Hajime and Michio, who are apparently related, we are looking for Michio's talisman, which might be with Ayame. Yeah, that's her name. We also had like a face-off with Nejima before. And basically, when we faced off with Nejima, he got away and kidnapped and possessed, talk about having a bad day. I know, right? And then, oh no, Michio died too because of that talisman business, I'm sure, and it was kind of an accident, but yeah. But then, Nejima was killed by Ayame, I assume, because he ran off with Ayame as like a hostage, but when we found him, he's dead and Ayame's nowhere to be found. So I assume it's Ayame, and I'm assuming that we'll be able to get our last 4 endings this stream, including the true ending. Last time we got 2 random endings, and I see we have here a POV of Haruo and a POV of Yako with the detectives and Mayu. I'm gonna have to go here first, I'd say, because this seems like they're going to prepare to do like a face-off against Ayame, I guess. I think we'll have to do both of those before this unlocks, but let's see. Let's start here. So, last resort, Haruo Shigima. Haruo and Richter rescue Mayu Chozawa and interrogate her along with Takumi Yumioka. Yet they failed to gain any particularly useful information about the curse bearers. They decided to return to Harue's home when... Let me guess, Ayame ran here. Because we told her the location. It's 5 p.m. They're all together in heaven. Rest in peace, yeah. Shigima Mansion reception room. We've received an update on the hostage situation. The 56-year-old male suspect who announced his intent to commit mass murder in Sumida City today had taken a woman hostage and gone on the run, but was found by the police in a park in Sumida after 4 p.m. and confirmed dead. The weapon the suspect said was said to possess was nowhere to be found on site, and its current whereabouts are currently unknown. Ayame probably got it. Yeah, they connected the past, definitely. We told her she could come here, so... Furthermore, the female hostage was not present, and the search for her continues. Interesting. Oh, we got here first, so I guess Ayame is gonna knock on the door or something? If it's being reported on the news, then that lends credence to her story. Or wait, don't fucking tell me she's sitting beside me. Thank God I was expecting it. I was gonna get jump scared if I wasn't. Cool hat. Yeah. She's got a cool hat. Guess there's nothing else to look at other than talking to them. I wonder what her intentions are. How's she able to act as if nothing happened? Is this just how girls are these days? He was quite shaken just moments ago, but he seems better now. You'd think it'd be harder for him to keep his cool. Okay, let's do a quick think. How should I proceed? Is this what it's like to be rushing to one's doom? I'm gonna talk to Richter first. Anyways, I should ask about her side of the story. Okay, no choice. We have to talk to Ayame, right? Yep. Alright. Well, it's just like I said, right? The female hostage mentioned on the news just now, that must have been you. Which means you killed Nejima with your own curse stone? Well, you said you'd give me refuge, so I came to take you up on that offer. What are you planning? Me? Well, obviously, I'm on to my last resort. Ooh. So she had a curse stone this whole time. Alright, probably the Taiko of Tsugaru. You're a curse bearer. So you're a curse bearer with a curse stone too, right? Are you surprised? Yes, I have a curse stone of my own. It's the Taiko of Tsugaru. Oh yeah, we're right. Last resort, oh no. Then why go after other people's curse stones? Because killing people is bad, you know? Like, don't you think so too? Okay, this must be... I will remember you, Michio. This must be a thing. I guess I could say I think so, but it's... Harue's thing is like, I don't care, I want my son back, but fine, I think so. You're right, it's wrong to kill people for the sake of resurrection. Right? And it's not even 1 for 1, so it's hardly a fair exchange. Either way, that's why I wanted to only use soul dregs gathered by others. But that didn't work out in the end. No one had the backbone to use their curse. The world's gone soft. With no one mercilessly using their curse in pursuit of their own goals, I had to take matters into my own hands. I think she's collecting all the stones so she can kill half the universe. Wait, wrong movie. Yes. I heard Namigaki, that young man you were with, used his curse stone too. Huh? How do you know that? Hey, creepy much? Are you stalking me? It's kind of weird to see her with that kind of expression. She's always so calm and collected every time we saw her. I may have heard it from a detective I know. There it is, cops. Bet you know a bunch. I know your type, people who just boast because they know a couple of cops. But the police is filled with nothing but scum. My, you seem to hold quite a grudge against the force. She practically encouraged people to use the stone. She's kind of a hypocrite here. Yeah, right? And I feel like she's a strong candidate to actually be the whole mastermind of this situation. So, all in all, that would be extremely hypocritical. Speaking of, this guy's really creeping me out. What's the deal with him anyway? You gonna explain? Even the way he moves is all weird and exaggerated. Right. I haven't introduced myself yet. No thank you. She's got a problem with Richter, red flag. Yeah, Richter's such a good guy. Honestly, both the police and Richter are both really nice. Is she being kind of sexist right now? Kinda, I guess. I guess we can go with introductions real quick. Let me introduce myself. It's hard to talk to strangers. Is it? And are you okay telling me who you are? Well, I won't stop you. Do as you please. Huh? Oh shit! Oh yeah, because she must have looted Nejima's curse stone. And that means if I tell her this, she could kill me. Oh no. Well, I think it needed age also, right? Age? Let's do a quick check, just because I feel like I messed up. What was his? One-sided read. Oh shoot, it's not here because I never held it. Okay. Well, I am Haruo Shigima. This is my house. My father and husband are both with the police. Is that so? Then you know that the cops are just the worst people, right? Well, there certainly are many who are cold, especially with their own family. In a police family, one is always expected to just grin and bear it no matter what happens. God, I know, right? Huh, what a relief. You understand. I think we might get along. Oh, well, I'm glad then. And I'm Richter Kai, private investigator. Did I ask? But, you're an investigator? So your job is to sneak around and follow people to pry into their secrets, right? Oh, is that why you kept probing me with all these questions? Ew. What a bit. Yeah, I don't get why she's being like this. I guess there's not much I can do to change that terrible impression you've got of me. Hey lady, why are you working with this dude? I asked him to look into something for me. Really? It's just that he keeps looking this way. I mean, you're the unknown factor here. Where the hell is he? He's sitting across from us. Where's she gonna look? Where else is he gonna look? Guess it's because she doesn't like her dad, I suppose. Yeah, that's probably why she's not into the cops, but Isn't your father a police officer as well? That man is not my father, not in name or deed. Sounds like there's some bad blood there. I've already legally cut all ties. He even had the nerve to act all high and mighty today and still refused to help me. You met him today? Yes, today. Remember that Chief Tsutsumi who was chasing Nejima? Well, that's him, my dad. What? You're his daughter? Former daughter, I've cut ties. There is two people in a 2x2 room. Where the hell is he supposed to be? Like, exactly. They're sitting next to each other and he's the only one on the other side. It's like, sure, maybe if he had someone next to him, but you guys are all across him. He's never acted like a father, so he doesn't deserve the title. You know, I heard something about that Nejima guy. Apparently, he wanted to get his revenge on Chief Inspector Tatsumi for his arrest by going after his daughter. Wait, really? And I heard the police had been searching non-stop to take you into protective custody. So that explains why the police were staking out at your place too. Man, how could I have known that? They came in such intimidating numbers. Wait, huh? Hold on a minute. Doesn't that mean Nejima was specifically after my life today? Sounds about right. It's a good thing you got out unscathed, or rather managed to turn the tables on him. Oh, that means legally speaking, it was self-defense. But that was truly quite frightening. To think I'd have to go through all this just for being related to a cop. It's a disgrace. It truly is to cause their own child such trouble. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. You're not the one that needs to apologize, lady. I'm sorry. It's just reminded me of what happened to my son. Your son? Oh my god. Tragic flashback time. He died. My child was also kidnapped and murdered in order to enact revenge against the police, you see. What? How awful! That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. But now that you mention it, I do remember hearing about an incident like that last year. That must have been your son, huh? My condolences. Sis, it's so weird that you're acting very different from every other time we've seen you in this game. Huh, now that I think about it, although we've met a few times, I didn't even know your name. I guess we're more like acquaintances now. Oh, introductions are done. It's back to being a curse bear, okay. So, what were we talking about again? Oh right, Yutaro Namigaki. He's no good, honestly. He's such a wuss. I had to spur him on so many times for him to even use his curse. And then even then he was pissing his pants. And just when I take my eyes off him, he hands over his curse stone to someone. Honestly, he's a disappointment. My son was gonna be 3 years old today. What happened, you may ask? He pulled out such a sad story. Rip. Man. Rip. So, that's what happened. Which is why I figured that I had to do it myself if I wanted it done right, you know? That's why my last resort is collecting soul dregs on my own. Okay, you used the curse stone, okay. So when you were taken hostage by Nejima, you used the curse stone in the gardens and swiftly made your getaway? Well, yeah. I didn't really have time to think on it. At the time, I only thought of how to get out of there. Then, what about now? Could you use it again? Your curse stone? Well, the curse stone doesn't respond during the day, but it's evening now. So I tried using the curse just now and yep, it seems like I activated it. What? You're using it right now? It might still be a little weak. I guess it's not supposed to be used repeatedly. But I think I could get it to work once. Oh, flip. I'm gonna die. To some extent, Namigaki doesn't deserve this, but to some he does. I think Namigaki is not necessarily a bad guy. It's just that he's a bit misguided. Because, like, he did cause that hit and run with Michio. But he was gonna report it if not for this girl. Like, he was gonna turn himself in. But then she was like, no, don't do it. Don't turn yourself in. Run away. So that's why he didn't do it. So I think he's still got a good sense of his morals. He's just getting, like, peer pressured into everything else by her because he had a crush. He was simping. That's so. Sure is. So I'll give you a final warning. It's already started, so be careful, It started? What started? The curse, of course. All that's left is for the conditions to be fulfilled. Huh? Oh no, what does she do? Woman ruined the man. Exactly. Oh no, I don't know what her curse does. I'm gonna die, guys. Calm down, ma'am. If using a curse, one would target a curse bearer. Bro, how am I gonna calm down? I'm the curse bearer. Hadn't even considered it. Would it be possible to use my stone now as well, then? If it's already active, then does that mean we'll die the second we trip her conditions? Thought you'd pan over and we'd see Richter dead. No! Her proclamation meant she thinks I'm a curse bearer. Did she find out? Or is this a trick to get me to admit it? She activated her curse? The curse stones can be used already? If I let my guard down. I didn't think it could be used this early in the evening. Ma'am, please calm down. What should I do? Should I keep her talking? Whoa! What the fuck? That's a lot. Okay, which curse stone? Why me? We already know this. We know it's the Taiko Tsugaru. I don't want to ask why me. What are your stone's conditions? That would be good to ask, but I'm not sure if she'll answer. So this is one thing. Nejima's death. Do you have a light? Way to make it obvious. You got a light on you. What's the Taiko of Tsugaru? Beg for forgiveness. What was Nejima's curse stone? What are the haunting clappers? No, not this. They'll tell her what we have. What are the 7 mysteries of Honjo? What's your family like? What do you desire? I think asking the conditions and what she wants are good. Let's ask what does she want first. No, instead of talking about that, how about we talk about why you're so shaken? As I thought, you have a curse stone too. You're a curse bearer, aren't you, lady? What happens if I lie to her face? No. Ah, there we... Oh, what the fuck? Do you activate by lying too? Fuck! How is it? It also activates if I lie. Ma'am, damn, did she fulfill the conditions? She sure did. Okay, it's time for a beatdown. Aw, jeez. Why do you have to try and hide it now of all times? I wouldn't have come if you weren't the curse bearer. There's duplicate. I'm confused. I know the lying thing is also for Tsumi. But I guess it works too. Stop. Too bad. She's already dead. This is horrific. I'll be taking her curse stone. Whoa, huh? All the haunting clappers needed was a source of fire? That was a close one. That was a close one? So she has a source of fire? I'm gonna kill her. Oh no! She can use his stone because they're... No. They have different stones. So maybe they have a similar way to activate it. What will you do, Mr. Investigator? You're not a curse bearer, so I don't have any reason to kill you. But I won't show you mercy if you're going to try and capture me. So, what'll it be? I still don't know how her curse works. It's too risky to make a move. Your employer's already dead anyway, so there's no reason for you to go out of your way to arrest me, right? I could still do my duty as a citizen and report you, you know? Oh, what a surprise! This is when you suddenly decide to choose the side of righteousness? She was after the same thing, you know? There's no clean hands when it comes to soul dregs. Well, it looks like you don't have anything to say about that. I'll be taking my leave then. Bye-bye. Is your curse cast faster than a gun, though? Well, there's no lying needed for that. Oh, this seems to be a bad ending. Good. This is one of the 4 we wanted then. By complete accident. Curse, this idiot shoots her bruh. Upon killing Haruhi Shigima, a fellow curse bearer, Ayame Tono obtained more than enough soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. However, it turned out that resurrecting someone who died a long time ago required an even larger amount. To fulfill her heart's deepest desire, she'd need to harvest more. So, she waited for the sun to set, for when the Face of Shadows effects were at its peak. And she used the one-sided reed's curse stone that she had stolen from Fumichika Nejima. With it, she proceeded to kill all those whose personal information she knew, starting with those who mattered least to her. About the one-sided reed. Kills by dismemberment, one whose face, address, name, occupation, and location are all known by the curse bearer. Oh no, Tsutsumi! No! Many of them were random men, gullible and disposable, drawn in by the allure of a female university student. One note member, no, Tsutsumi, who was a curse bearer himself, was promptly targeted for his soul dregs. Tsutsumi death threw the investigation efforts into disarray, allowing Ayame to evade capture. Why does this give me Death Note vibes? It definitely does. Okay, she dies next run. Yeah, let's go. Afterwards, she acquired various address registers and phone books and systematically killed the people listed in them. Unsuspecting victims could be safe at home, only to suddenly have their limbs severed. The strange death shook society to its core. Damn, sis! Alright, you have a light on you? It's my time. I feel like there's two more ways I can take this. I could probably kill her, and then the other way is I don't kill her and we just talk, and I don't lie to her. We don't even know if she accomplished her goal. Maybe eventually. Look at her, she's laughing now. She's laughing at she's making fun of me. We died in 25 minutes in. It's alright, you're next. Oh, whoa, whoa. Man, it's kind of disorienting how fast the credits roll on like a bad ending. So evil. Yeah, it's alright. It's just punishment time. All things must come to an end, and so in time, the killing stopped. Oh, there. Sometime after killings, a modern-day genius female ukiyo-e artist burst onto the art scene. She introduced herself as the mysterious Mad Paintress, and her fame grew as quickly as she presented one incredible work after another. Praised as the modern reincarnation of Katsushika Hokusai, she quickly made her own mark on history. But that was fucking it. Ending 4, Ayame's aspiration. Oh, so we skipped ending 3. Maybe that's if we kill her. Wait, that's fucking it? All she wanted was to... Wait, all she wanted was to... be famous? Huh? What the flip? That's so weird! Ain't no way. All she wanted was to be a famous artist? What the fuck? That didn't even affect society that much. She just killed a lot of people to be a famous artist? What? She did it for clout! I can't believe this. I can't believe she did it for clout. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to her. Okay, do you have a light on you? Oh, it doesn't matter what I say. Okay, I have 2 more options. To stay quiet or to say yes. What if I stay quiet? Huh? Oh, okay. Even if I stay quiet, so I have no choice but to say yes. What the fuck is it? Is it a curse that kills people who doesn't tell her what she wants? Yes, I am. I'm sure you've already noticed. Well, yeah, around last night, it was a little too obvious. Alright, we're still alive. Judging by your address, I'm guessing you've got the haunts and clappers? Yes, that's right. There's a lot of soul dregs on the table for killing a curse bearer, you know? I'm well aware. Did you get soul dregs when you killed Nejima? Of course, his curse stone already contains some soul dregs as well. I think killing one more curse bearer will be enough for the rite. You can combine soul dregs across several stones? Correct! All it needs is a prerequisite amount. As long as you've got that, it doesn't seem to matter where you got them from. I see. Then, you won't mind if I took them, right? My, lady. You're quite motivated, aren't you? Ma'am. Look, Richter, it's kill or be killed! Tobacco. Is it possible for me to kill her? I don't even want to ask about this. It's the mom who wants her son back versus the girl who wants clout. Not that hard of a choice. Exactly. You smoke? Huh? Well, a little. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Man, please think this true. No. I refuse. She's a menace to society. I refuse to think this true. Ma'am, why? I'm sorry, Richter. It was me or her. Or maybe we could have talked it out, but you know, it was the only way. Richter, could we settle any outstanding tabs now? Oh no, Richter, I'm so sorry. Yeah, sure. This must be another bad ending though, I feel. I feel like it is. Unless it proceeds like normal and then I'm going to be like, what? Some days later. Amamori, you got a moment? Who's Amamori? Of course, what is it, Mr. Richter? I was just curious. Okay. Have you heard of the legend of the mother who prayed to Sumida River and resurrected her dead child? Ooh. What are you on about? The mother searched so desperately for her abducted child that she lost her mind. Right. Her son was found dead in Sumida River, so she then built a mound and continued to pray there until... he came back. Her son somehow emerged from the mound, back from the dead, or so the legend goes. What? It's only been a few days! The legend. I heard it's being adopted into a no play too. Interesting. And... well, it just had me thinking that legends really do exist. Sorry to ask again, but... what are you on about? It's real, bro, it's real. I see she built a mound and made it kinda ceremonial, though. I don't think she had to do that. Hey, it's scrolling pretty slowly compared to the bad endings where I fucking die. Dude's like, what's he waddling? Bro, what were you smoking, man? Like, what? It's a good ending? Maybe it is a good ending. That's why it's not scrolling so fast. Because the bad endings where I die, it scrolls super, super fast. And the music isn't this serene. The music is pretty serene right now. And it's scrolling slowly, so... huh. I mean, I think it's possible if I didn't kill Ayame too. Let's see what ending number this says. He's on to something. Let him cook. He's talking about a true story, Amamori. I like how it turned into a legend after it was only a few days. It was like some days pass and then it was like the legend, huh? I didn't know legends happen so fast. This music's pretty relaxing though. I like it. Only took us 6 minutes from the last ending where we died. I like their font style here for the Japanese text. It kind of reminds me of like calligraphy. Because there are some like really clean Japanese fonts. But this one has the brush strokes. I like it. Alright. There might be a little bit of an after the ending text. Is there? A CG or anything? Are we gonna see the sun? Oh my god, we hit the detective music. Never mind, it is what it is. Welcome to my office. Might be small and dirty, but welcome. Come on, Ernestine, say hello. Oh, it's Bird, his bird. That's it, good girl. Oh, that boy over there. That must be... Hey kid, I'm a private investigator. I worked with your mother not too long ago. Oh no. What's that? You want to be an investigator when you grow up too? That's great. It's so much better than becoming a police officer. Hey, I'm Amori. Don't you tell the kid to give up on his dreams. I think that's a great idea. Why don't you bring us all some tea instead? Pardon me. Let's start over. What brings you to my humble office today? Aw, there's no CG? Aw, there's no CG. Ending 3 Haraway's legacy though. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. I'd say this was a pretty good ending though. Alright, yeah, I knew it. There's a way if I don't kill her. Fine, let's not kill her. Fine, we won't kill her. After Haraway admits to being a curse bearer. Alright. Let's talk normally without me killing you. It's kind of cool though that like... I think maybe Richter weighed the thing. Because at the start, like when we killed her, Richter was like, bruh, how could you? But at the end, in the ending itself, he seemed really cool with it. So I guess he settled because like the lesser evil one. Alright, let's talk about your father. Your father, the chief inspector. I met him not too long ago. Is this really just gonna bother me the whole time? Oh, really? He came off as a little stiff and awkward. Huh, there's a surprise. But there was something charming about his seriousness. He seemed like he cared a lot about his daughter. Please cut it out. It's gross. You don't know a thing about us. Do it. Use your curse. No, we're gonna get the same ending again. Outsiders shouldn't butt into another family's affairs. Though he may as well be a stranger to me now. Even if you cut legal ties, you're still related by blood. Huh? We're not related at all. Huh? He probably thought that I never noticed it, but it wasn't hard for me to figure out that I wasn't related to them by blood. So you were adopted? Well, I got curious, so I looked into it. It was all pretty straightforward. I was a baby when they took me in. Oh my god, she's even a stepdaughter. Oh god. All they did was raise me. Huh. My mother first got pregnant shortly after she married. But it was a stillbirth. Aww. That's tragic. The whole affair left a deep wound on her heart. My father couldn't bear to see it. So it was for her sake that he did it. I was a substitute, a replacement for the child she lost. He decided that all by himself. What? But you're a baby! Oh no, she's doing the I consent, I consent. Is there someone you forgot to ask? You were a baby! There was no way you could have consented. He didn't discuss it? Maybe he was trying to be thoughtful. So any baby would have been fine as long as it could have been comforted the woman who had hoped to become a mother. Putting it in such a way, it's not easy to raise a child. My mother was bewildered. Wouldn't you be, after being told to raise a baby that wasn't your own? But you couldn't just abandon the baby either. Yet my father just left everything to my mother and never lent a hand. He's just so damn selfish. The two of them grew apart. I watched them try to figure out how to understand each other, and the sight of it disgusted me. Why did we pick up such a baby, a devil baby? What is this? It was a messed up family, I tell you. Well, I guess my presence was to blame for that rift to begin with. You shouldn't say that. I know he's bad at expressing himself and has his work, but still, that shouldn't be an excuse. But knowing all that, I couldn't take it anymore. It just made me want to hurry up and leave home and live on my own. I still rely on him for tuition and allowance, but that much is normal for most kids, right? I don't want him to act like he's my father. Start acting like he's my father just now because he's doing the minimum. I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds like it was tough for you. I'm sorry. You're right. It's not my place to talk about your family. Ah, well, I may have said too much. I think I spilled all that when I don't even know what the conditions are. Could it be that what we were talking about had something to do with the activation conditions for the haunting clappers? Who knows, Ooh, it's going so well. Not blood related and you only use his money sounds more like daddy than father to me. Understandable. Let's not talk about tobacco. Let's go with Nejima. How'd you kill Fumachika Nejima? I'm not telling you. I only asked because it does concern me. He was one of the reasons my child was kidnapped. There's not much to say. We talked and he cleared the conditions for my stone. Did he show any signs of remorse over his past crimes? Didn't feel like he did, no. I see. The world is full of trash men, I tell you. I agree. Richter, bruh, I'm right here. In a way, I guess you could say you put a stop to Nejima's mass murder schemes. About that. Richter, come on, man, I'm right here. I know, right? There's no guarantee I won't do it myself. Huh? I picked up his curse stone of the one-sided reed. It really is something else. Unfortunately, I can't use a curse stone that's not mine until it's late at night. Really? Are you okay with telling me that? How silly of me. I let that slip. Tee. Oh no, she did the tee. Oh god. Her desire. What is your wish, Ayame? Is it really to resurrect Katsushika Hokusai? Yes, there's no life that holds more value than his. Including my own. You're saying you're willing to die if it meant bringing Hokusai back to life? Not all life is equal. At least, not to me. Gonna be right back for now. Chi, enjoy. Okay, have a nice lurk. Take your time. A life that can birth art with the power to move hearts is infinitely more worthy. Compared to that, the life of someone like me, someone who can't produce a thing, has no value. That's unhinged. I'm still young. It's the age for wild thoughts. But aren't you the same as me? What? You've got a life more important than your own. A life you consider more important than the lives of many others. That's what you're doing it all for, isn't it? You're right. If I can save my son, I couldn't care less about my life or the lives of others. Who's unhinged now? I'm a mother. It is what it is. Dang, the feelings of a proper parent are something else. But if that's your wish, then what do you plan on doing if you don't get your wish? Oh, I haven't thought of it. I might just keep on trying to bring Hokusai back some other way. You really are obsessed. What's left party time? Oh wait, hi, bro. You and Hihaku's chairwoman might be cut from the same cloth. Who's that? She's like an all-powerful vortex of obsession turned into yokai-level proportions. Huh, you're saying I'll end up like her? Are you looking forward to such a future? I'd rather not have to wait till I'm all old and creaking. I want it to happen now. For the clout, right? I put my life on the line for Hokusai. Alright, I guess now we can negotiate. I don't want to give her a clue by talking about tobacco. We're not gonna talk about tobacco. Listen, Ayame. I have something to ask you. The answer's no. The cursed stone in your possession, I'm not giving it up. You're right. We're both made of stronger stuff than that. You're not giving it up. And neither am I. You know full well, right? Alright, what else can we do to negotiate? There's no room left for negotiation here. You're right, there's not. So I have to talk about tobacco? Because the negotiation isn't clearing, but I guess the only thing I can do is talk about tobacco and then negotiate again. Do you smoke? Huh? Well, a little. Feel free to smoke if you want to, please. I'm okay. I don't see any ashtrays out on display either. Does no one smoke in this family? A little rare, isn't it? Nobody in the family does. Richter's face! I know what you're thinking! Then why did you ask me if I did all of a sudden? Well... there's nothing I can do but kill her. Are you kidding me? There's nothing I can do but kill her. What the fuck? What the fuck? Is it just gonna end the same way? Did you try to use your curse just now? It seems I didn't meet your curse's condition. It must be because I mentioned the tobacco, right? I wonder if it was smart to secretly toss the lighter I was carrying earlier? When did... You made a mistake when you decided to ask me about smoking. If a source of fire is the condition for your stone, then you won't see me falling for it now. You wasted your chance with all this chatter. All you needed to do was activate your curse first. I brought everything Najima had on him, including the lighter he was holding. But it's over now. Yes, I concede. Hey, we can continue! That's different, at least. Alrighty. With your cards on the table, you're out of options. It might be possible for Mr. Investigator there to pin me down by force, but he's not going to do that, is he? Correct. I won't take that risk, not while your curse's conditions are unknown. Coward. I came to kill you and acquire your soul dregs, but after hearing you out, I've got a question for you. Why don't you just give up on the right of resurrection? What a bottom pinner down, my guy. No, it's because we don't know what'll... He doesn't know. We're the only ones who know how... Well, we're not even sure what activates it. What activates her curse? He might die, that's why. You said it was your son, right? The one you want to bring back? But haven't you done enough? I'm sure your son is content knowing you cared for him this much. I'm truly willing to die to resurrect Hokusai, but you can't say the same, right? If you're going to bring your son back, you have to be alive as well, right? In fact, what you really want is for both of you to live, right? Yes. Well, even if you both lived to see it, your son would grow up knowing you for who you are, someone who stole the lives of others to bring him back. You would be putting the burden of shouldering all the lives sacrificed for him on his little shoulders. Are you really okay with that? Oh my god, a change of heart from Haruwe though? She's just using gaslighting tactics. Don't fall for it, Haruwe. If you didn't even think about that, then what you're doing is not for your son. It's for yourself. Aren't you just bringing him back to fulfill your own desires? That's not... Ma'am, what she's saying may be harsh, but holds a kernel of truth. Don't reduce yourself to nothing but a mother who would sacrifice anything for her son. But that's not... We discovered the truth behind his kidnapping. Next, you should take some time to come to understand your own feelings. I'll help you every step of the way. Getting to the heart of things is what an investigator does. What will you do? Ma'am, if you relinquish the curse stone to a curse bearer, you will no longer be a curse bearer. You won't be a target anymore. Ayame is giving you a chance. Think hard, and then give your answer. Well, I guess if we go for... If we're going for... What happens if I don't, though? Is she gonna kill me? Sorry, but that won't make me back down. Ma'am, that lighter, when did you... Oh. There doesn't need to be an open flame as long as there's a spark of fire. Oh, she does it on her own. She does it on her own. No. Let's just give it up. We're gonna end up on the same ending. Here. I don't want to, but here. Very well. Here. Thanks. Glad you could see reason. Ma'am, you made the right choice. I hope so, bitch. What if it was slightly different, though? I can't see this. I can't see the branch going more than 3 ways. Dang, you really didn't collect any soul dregs, huh? I promised myself that if I ever used it, it would only be once. But in the end, it didn't come down to numbers. So they only needed to be carrying a flame. This seems pretty practical. Well, I'll be taking my leave then. There's no point in going after you for the soul dregs, so I'm off to find the next curse bearer. Do you know who remains? You speak as if you've already figured it out. It's Tatsumi. I've got a pretty good idea from our talk. What will you do? Do you plan to stop me? It's not my place to intervene. Alright then. Hey lady, can I borrow your phone? I don't mind. But who are you calling? The cops? I think it would be faster if I called them directly. Oh, okay then. And that's the end of this chapter. Finally, the end of this chapter. Oh, so that's the end of Harue's story because she's supposed to give it up. it ends Harue's story because she gives it up anyway. There's no third branch. It's just either she kills her or she doesn't. Alright. So that means we'll do this and then we'll end up here for the final fight. Probably. We got 2 endings already, so that's 4. 2 more to go. So that would be 1 other ending and then the true ending. Together with Yoshimi's fiancée, Mayu, Yako and Mio report all that they've learned so far to Tatsumi and the others. Putting all their stories together, they see the final objective at long last. Hasn't even been a full hour. I know, right? I didn't think it would be this short. Oh, but maybe the final parts would be a bit long. It's okay though. It gives me more time to prepare some stuff. Let's go for tomorrow. Mr. Tatsumi, this is Mayu Chizawa. I have to go back to work, everyone. It was fun being here. Thank you for dropping by. Have a nice lurk or something, but yeah, good luck with work. Thank you. Ah, so you're the one. The Sumida police was looking for you. Glad to see you're alright. Sorry, I should have told someone I was okay. I was just so pissed off. Falling right into Hihaku's hands. Got myself into some deep shit. Hihaku does seem like they're up to something. We'll have to make sure they clean up their act once and for all. Get it? Because they sell so— Oh no! Oh my god, he's making Sino jokes! Did you get it? Nice one, boss. You're really on top of your game today. Stop trying to make me feel better. Shouldn't have said anything. More importantly, Mayu, thank you for your cooperation with Yoshimi. We love you, Ario. I know, right? We'll get to the bottom of it. I promise. Oh, you must be Detective Ario. I heard a lot about you from Hajime. I'll be counting on you. Catch whoever did this, no matter what. Alright. Surroundings. They've all but finished investigating the crime scene. The police have mostly left, but they're letting us use the school as a base of communications as per Inspector Tatsumi's request. Right, I'm Yako, aren't I? Is there any stickers around here? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, let's look at Mio. I'm not sure why, but I feel fired up. Feels like we're so close to the moment of truth. I think Mio feels the same. Mayu rushed to Hitomi's place and back for us. She's been trying to appear calm, but I'm sure she's still in shock. I bet he's making jokes and stuff at a time like this because he doesn't want us to stress out. I wonder if he's able to stay so calm because of experience, or if he's just that kind of person. Well, if we finish early, we could also take a look at the trophies, because we are missing mockingbirds. Like, this is totally unrelated, but we're missing mockingbirds, and I want to get all of those. Detective Ario was nice enough to get us something to drink earlier. Seeing a detective take time for little things like that helps put my mind at ease a little. Alright, time to save and start pressing people to talk. Let's go. Come to think of it, did old man Ashimiya end up getting away? So word's already out, huh? He was cornered, but he managed to take a hostage and escape, is what I heard on the radio. What happened after that? So that's all they're reporting. Here's what really happened. He was killed? And the hostage was Tatsumi's daughter, whose whereabouts are still unknown? Yep, his daughter showing up was a huge surprise. Even the boss couldn't believe it. Damn it, what the hell do you expect? No one could have seen that coming. So there's already an emergency search underway for her as a key witness and suspect. I'll be rejoining the search for her after we're done here. Key witness and suspect. But wasn't she a hostage? Could she have killed Nejima and fled the scene? Well, it's just a possibility. If we're talking possibilities, might as well tell them everything. It's very likely that Nejima was killed by a curse stone. What? By a curse bearer? Oh, it's already evening, so the effect of the Feast of Shadows would be starting to return. Yeah, which makes it likely that a curse was used to kill him. Boss, you're repeating yourself. Try calming down for a second. But that would mean the inspector's daughter is probably a curse bearer, right? Huh? Did you say something? I must be losing my hearing in my old age. Oh my god! Boss, you can hear just fine. Don't play the old man card every time you want to get out of something. We even talked about how she might have the type of Tsugaru if that's the case. Did we? My memory's a little hazy. You've got a soft spot for your daughter, don't you, Inspector? It just hits a little too close to home now. But either way, we need to find her as soon as possible. Aw. I heard you had a cursed stone too? Yeah, I should give it to you then, right? Those things are really a pain in the ass. I'll gladly hand it over to you before it starts giving me any crazy ideas. So this is the beckoning light. Oh shit! I just realized! With the beckoning light, it doesn't matter what Ayame does. The moment she tries to kill me, I can kill her. I see the final choice. I see it. It's either I let her kill me or I kill her, I guess. Alright, it's safe and sound with me. Sorry you won't be able to bring him back. Don't worry about it. He and I were always prepared for the worst anyway. What the? What's wrong? Damn. The trigger for the Beckoning Light's curse is some serious shit. Sorry, boss, your daughter's gotta die. It is what it is indeed. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I said it'd give me weird ideas. See what I mean now? How's it work? I'll leave you a note you can read later. We have more important things to worry about for now. Right. Mr. Tatsumi. Does it make it 5 curse stones now that you've gathered? Should be. I want to get the other 4 under wraps as soon as we can. Let's see. I have... Oh shit, I'm right. That's right. We still don't know who has the Whispering Canal. The one-sided reed, the Haunting Clappers, and the Taiko of Tsugaru is with his daughter, but who the fuck has the Whispering Canal? Who killed Shogo? Someone made off with the one-sided reed which Nejima had. Yeah, damn shame. After that, you said earlier the Taiko of Tsugaru might be with your daughter, Inspector? Shogo, I know, right? Well, let's set that one aside for now. So, we can assume the curse bearers are still prowling around there with one of those. What if he's alive again? We literally saw him dead! What a headache. Hope we can find him soon. Okay, I'm done with the talk on him. What about Mayu's talk? Oh, Mayu, did you meet with Hitomi? Yeah, I met her at the spot I was told. She was acting tough, but the incident with Hajime has her really shaken up. I briefly explained our situation and had her give Hajime's talisman to me. Here, this is what you're looking for, right? Yang talisman, yes! Now we just need the yin one. Ying? Yin yang, I guess, right? Yin yang. Yes, I believe that's it. Thank you so much. Inspector Tatsumi, about this. Right. You should hold on to it, Mio. Not like we could use it as is. Try to figure out what we'll need to do once we get both halves together. Understood. I'll see what I can do. Do you know where the other talisman is? Yes, probably. This is Hajime's last job. Finish it for him, okay? We will. It's probably with Ayame. Guess this is the end of his family line too, huh? All the people who inherited that talisman before him are already all gone. Aww, that's kinda sad though. Oh, Mr. Tatsumi. I received a message from Paranormal Affairs earlier. It wasn't from Nakagoshi, but I had someone look into something for me. So, even the desk jockeys are lending a hand. Brings a tear to my eye. What'd they say? Right, about the Onyoji woman who was in Edo around the time of the Honjo incident. She was a person of great beauty and discerning tastes, but also shamelessly did whatever she wanted. It seemed to match the person seen in the resentful memory for the foot-washing mansion. Huh, so she must be the one who fought with Seimin over the right. And they found out that her name was Ashino. Ashino, huh? What else? That's all. Oh, Ashino. Shino was the name of the lady that was with Nejima. And the one that he brings back if we let him win in the other ending, Lady Ashino. I wonder. That's not much help. Oh, but Apparently, she was quite the powerful Onmyoji, and she died bearing a similarly powerful resentment. It's possible she became a vengeful spirit with a connection to the Seven Mysteries. A vengeful spirit. What if he's alive again? No, no. If any descendants of Ashino or people otherwise closely aligned with her live today, there's a possibility that the spirit awakened and possessed them. You mentioned it before, spirits can possess people who are closely in sync with them. Though this of course doesn't mean the spirit houses her complete personality, her resentment and her spirit power are the parts of her that would have the strongest influence. Since Seimon's descendants are still around in the present, it wouldn't be surprising if Ashino's were too. They might just be desk jockeys, but they wouldn't give us this info if it was only speculation. They must have found some sort of evidence and looking into the abnormal phenomena or things like that. Oh, the Feast of Shadows. There it is, our abnormal phenomenon. Mio, what do you mean? The person who initiated the curse this time, who we've been calling the Mastermind, they might be possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Onmyoji named Ashino, the enemy of Seimon. Do we have any idea who they could be or where we could find them? Like, if you looked at them, Mio, would you be able to tell right away? It's like how I didn't realize Michio had fused with your consciousness, Yako. Common spirits will leak spirit energy left and right, so I can notice them just by looking carefully. But when spirits of a higher caliber fuse with someone's consciousness, detecting them isn't so simple. Oh. Sorry, my skills need a lot of work and I don't have anything else to offer. Mio, that's not true at all. You're fine. We'll make this work somehow or the other. Thanks. What if Ashino's possessing... What if Ashino's possessing... I don't know. It feels so fucking unhinged. If it's Ayame's goal just seems so unhinged. What if she's getting possessed? I don't know. We'll see. Basically, I believe the mastermind behind everything is a woman possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Onmyoji Ashino. I see. Is this mastermind also the one who killed Hajime trying to get the record of Fate's Yin Scroll? Yes, I think that's very likely. So that's how it is, huh? Then I want you to catch them no matter what. Okay, it's now just Ario. That's why we'll be joining the search as soon as we're done here. One more thing. There's a very good chance that his daughter has Michio Shiraishi's talisman. All the more reason for you to get back to that search. Best of luck. What the hell has she gotten herself into? Now, is that everything we needed to chat about? If you don't need anything else, we'll be going back to the search. Actually there is one thing. Oh? What's that? Just completely hypothetically. Hypothetically, what if the inspector's daughter was the mastermind? Yeah, see? Exactly what I said. I mean, she's a woman. It seems she was after the talismans. Sorry, I don't really understand what you mean. He's in denial. Come on, boss. We gotta look at the facts. But that would mean that Inspector Tatsumi would also have to be one of Ashino's descendants. Nope. Oh, you're right. You're just a normal person, right, Inspector? Unless that's why you're so resistant to the paranormal. I don't believe I've heard of anything about being related to some Onmyoji. Oh. But... well, if you put it like that, her being the mastermind, it's possible. Really? I say possible, but I mean unlikely, is what I want to think. Damn it, I don't even want to imagine it. Boss, if we're going to consider it, we have to do it properly. No dragging your heels about it. No, it's not that. There's something I never told her, never wanted to tell her. The truth is, she knows! Don't worry, buddy, she knows! What? 20 years ago, well, it's a long story, but we took her in when she was just a baby. Do you know anything about her birth parents? You could say I do, I guess, but really I don't know anything. What's that supposed to mean? I don't get it. Ario, You heard what I said, didn't you? Just now? About 20 years ago? No, boss, that can't be. Nejima's... Fuck! She was Nejima's kid. Alright, then that makes sense. She's the child who got resurrected. Okay, then. Yeah, now I know why she's so goddamn unhinged. When we arrested Fumichika Nejima, there was a baby at his house on the brink of death. That was my daughter, Ayami Tatsumi. She goes by Ayami Tono now. What? Someone had to take care of her. The baby holds no blame for the circumstances she came from. But boss, according to Nejima, that baby is his former lover reincarnated using black magic. What? Personally, I think that story is bullshit. According to Nejima... Yeah, here. My goodness. It's hard to believe from Nejima's behavior, but could it really be true? I've got a few doubts. We have to question whether the Shino woman ever really existed in the first place. There are no records of her, and no body was found. Her name never came up once during the investigation. Oh my god! My audio of my alerts are really not working, but hello, Val! Thank you. That lover is someone also conjured by black magic, true. Thank you, Val, for the raid, and thank you for giving her the shout-out, my bad. Hello, welcome everybody. I hope you were having a good time playing Astroneer with Capen, right? Here, let's see, shout-out. Let's also give this version of the shout-out, Velparia Dantalion. Welcome, raiders! My name is Chimernyan. I'm a cat chimera VTuber. I play a variety of games, and right now we're playing Paranormasight. We seem to be approaching the grand finale of Paranormasight. We've already gotten 4 out of 6 endings, all of which were sort of side endings. 3 bad endings, 1 normal one, I guess. I think we're well on our way towards the true ending right now. Lots of mysteries getting unraveled, so I guess that would be a spoiler warning if you are interested. Oh my god, the dolly has the eye? Yeah, you asked, so I put the eye on the dolly. It's a little freaky, not gonna lie. Her name never came up once during investigation. If this woman really existed, I'm skeptical that someone could be reincarnated as a baby through black magic. I agree. No matter how you look at it, a spell with that effect is hard to believe. Even the supernatural has rules that must be followed. Seems more likely he's deluded himself, not wanting to recognize that a spell he risked his life on failed to work. That's my thinking too. The more natural conclusion is that the baby is his and she knows, and that she died in childbirth. As long as we don't know Shino's origins, we have to consider the possibility that she could be a descendant of Ashino. Huh. If nothing else, their names are pretty similar. Lurk. Okay, have a nice lurk, Vel. Thank you again for the raid, and rest well. Thank you. Okay, assuming all of that is true for a moment, I'm so lost. Okay, basically what we've went through so far is that Ayame, the daughter of Inspector Tsutsumi, for this stream, we started with Harue's perspective, and Ayame ran off to Harue's house, and there were 2 endings there. So basically, one ending was where we get killed by Ayame's curse, and it's a bad ending where she basically goes absolutely nuts and kills so many people, mass murder, just so she can become a famous artist or something. It was the clout, man. It was the clout. She killed us all for clout. And that was a bad ending. The normal ending that we got there was where we kill her because she had a lighter on her. I know, right? It's always the cloud. The normal ending is where Harue kills her, and the soul dregs in the curse stones that Ayame was holding was enough with 1 more kill. So the 1 more kill was Ayame, and Harue was able to bring back her son. And her son, well, Richter was like, bruh, why did you kill her, right? Richter didn't want to kill anyone. But it seemed to be like a normal ending because in the end, Richter was just like, you know what? It's fine. hey kid, you want to be an inspector one day? You know, something like that. It was a pretty nice ending where the kid is alive again and Richter is welcoming him with open arms. So here we are now, discussing all the information we have with the people here. Yako, Mio, Mayu, and the two detectives. And what we basically did was we shared the info that, oh, Ayame has the Taiko of Tsugaru curse stone, and Mayu gave her curse stone to Tatsumi, which is the beckoning light, again, the thing that can kill anyone who tries to use a curse on me. Yeah, he couldn't really argue with someone bringing their kid back, I guess. And I think he just kind of accepted it because Ayame was gonna be a mass murder. So he was like, it was the lesser of two evils in that room. The only way out of that, though, for the true ending was to give up my curse stone to Ayame. You can curse parry? Yeah, with this one stone from Mayu. She's the only one who can curse parry. So I'm not really afraid of seeing Ayame right now. So Ayame has the Taiko of Tsugaru, and for these guys, they think she possibly has Nejima's curse stone too. But we know she has it, and we know she has the hunting clappers. So there's only one last curse stone that's left, like, unknown, which is the Whispering Canal, the one that killed Shogo in the prologue, and the one that Shogo had in the prologue. So now here we are, coming in with like, oh, but we think the mastermind could be Ashino, and Ashino is like the name of the lady, the Omnyoji lady who was fighting Seimen in the Edo period. Clappers. Yeah, and since Ashino was an Omnyoji who lost to Seimen in the Edo period, she was really, really, really pissed off, and we're like, she could be a vengeful spirit now, possessing someone directly related to her, like someone who was in her ancestral line, her descendant. And now we're at this point where we're like, actually, the chief's daughter, Ayame, isn't his blood-related daughter. He adopted her because she was the baby left behind by Nejima when he was arrested 20 years ago. And this baby was conjured up by black magic. So, and her name, and his dead lover's name was Shino. So they're like, she could be the mastermind and she could be the descendant of Ashino. Yeah, that was a lot. I hope it wasn't too confusing. But that's basically where we are right now. Ayame getting taken away by Nejima and then killing him would mean she killed her own father. Calm down, this is all still conjecture. But now that Nejima is dead, we have no means to investigate. So regardless of everything, there's only one thing that matters. I'm mildly displaced, it's okay. I assume the ghost is convincing Ayame to resurrect the artist as a means to get revenge and kill hundreds. Yeah, that's probably possible. Because it's just such an unhinged reason. And it doesn't really do anything for society if she kills, like, she brings back that artist. Even if she's like, his art moves the hearts of hundreds. Yeah, but you're gonna kill hundreds to bring him back, you know? I don't know. Daijobu, it made sense. Nice. She's my daughter. As her parent, I'm responsible for her. Nothing can change that. I understand. Alright, we should get back to the search. We'll find her and clear up all of this. Yes, sir! And the talisman that you young ladies are looking for has something to do with all this as well. I'd appreciate it if you could help us find it. So if anything happens, please call the police. We will. I'm worried about Hitomi, so I'm going to head over where she is. I'll be waiting to hear some good news from you all. This is it. Yako's righteousness achievement unlocked. That must have been the final Yako thing then. I feel like this is it. Oh, conclusion! It is! This is it! This is the last node. We've come a long way, guys. We've come a long way. This is the final node. There's gonna be 2 endings here. Rip Shogo. I know, right? This is it. Justice for Shogo. So true. Tsumi and Ario continue their investigation, deciding to meet with Ayame Tono to get to the bottom of it all. What will be the conclusion to the curses of the 7 mysteries of Honjo? The Seimen and Ashino's intertwined fates. Let's go. Shogo would have won the game the first night. Easy clap. They had to kill him off, yeah. He had to go. He was winning too fast. Sumida River. He was too OP. He was too driven to resurrect the lady he knew for 1 month. Hey. How long has it been since we saw each other? 3 years? How have you been? I think the last time you came to see me was after deciding to go to university. That wasn't because I wanted to see you, I just needed money to pay my tuition. Huh, not one to mince words, huh? You came alone, right? Yeah, it's just me. You make it sound like I'm handing over ransom money for hostages. I just don't want to get caught, okay? We didn't come alone. Never thought I'd see the day you called the police. Fucking Ario's hiding in the bushes with the duck face. Oh yeah, boss came alone, definitely. For real, for real. There's something I needed to see you about. Well, alright then. Well, we've got a lot to talk about, so let's go through things one by one. Light skin stare? Hold up. Is there a sticker here? Before it all goes down. Don't mind your father. We are looking for stickers. The sun is starting to dip down into the horizon. This long, long day is about to end. We don't have to worry about Nejima's threat anymore, but I sure didn't expect this to happen. I don't see one. I mean, I feel like we're gonna finish this game. How's the sticker collection? Actually pretty bad. Like, I mean, we got more than half, but like, we're missing a lot. So I'm thinking like, if we finish this stream, like the story pretty fast, we'll go back to, well, I'm gonna open a guide and get these. I'm gonna open a guide and get these and then see if we're missing any other achievements. Might be deaths, like, because there were achievements for dying to people, but I didn't die to everything, I think, so yeah. I died to a bunch of stuff though. Alright, there's no sticker here, unless I'm blind, but there. She sure changed over the past 3 years. Got a more grown-up air about her now. It's hard to believe she's the same little girl who would get omelet all over her face when we took her out to eat. Wait a minute, is that how far back I have to go for a happy memory together? No wonder she hates me. I feel like this can go two ways. I'll either kill her or she'll kill me. She really wants to kill me. But luckily, we're kinda OP. Let me just double check to be absolutely sure. Exactly. I can kill a curse bearer. Alright. Using their own curse. Alright, good. Alright, good. Alright. About her curse stone. You have a curse stone, don't you? I do. You wouldn't happen to feel like handing it over, would you? The police will handle any damages the curse has caused. Now, before you do any more wrong with it, I'm not giving it up. Of course not. Me being a curse bearer, are you after my life? That's exactly what I'm here for. I didn't come to chat. We can talk all you want, but as soon as the condition for my curse is met, I still don't know what the condition is. I'll use it, no hesitation. I still have no fucking idea. About the talisman. Can I ask you one thing? Do you know anything about the talisman Michio Shiraishi had? Michio Shiraishi? From the car crash you were in with that Namigaki guy? Oh, with Yutaro? Yeah, it was there. Hydrate! Oh, thank you for the redeem, Lou. Let me... Yutaro? It sounds like you and him were... I mean... not really. He was kind of a boring guy. What? You're serious? But he said... Gotta stay hydrated during times like this. I know, right? These guys are throwing me out here! You're getting off track, Mr. Tatsumi. The talisman! Get back to the talisman! Oh shit, you're right. He not use Mayu's curse till midnight because it isn't his. I think until it's later in the night. Yeah, you're right. Oh my god. So I can't fuck it up. Alright, I can't fuck it up. We shouldn't have relied on him for this. Well, the moment she lies to me, I can also kill her. My own curse is kinda OP. The moment she lies, I can kill her. Well, you don't plan on seeing him again, it doesn't matter. But with a hit-and-run case on top of everything, you're in really deep. Is that all you really want to talk about? Yes, I mean, no, tell me about the talisman. Did you take it from the scene? You mean this? That's it. I picked it up at the scene of the crash. Didn't want to leave fingerprints behind. That's all. There's really no other reason. What's the big deal? Is it really that special? This whole thing? Yeah, it's real important. Would you mind giving it to me? Important? For what? We're putting a stop to the curses of the 7 mysteries. Oh. So that means if I give you the talisman, I won't be able to use the right... Oh, why would you tell me? Then, no way. I'm definitely keeping it. It's just giving up info. I screwed that one up. Mr. Tatsumi, you really can't do anything better than that? Come on, man. You're sharper than this. He's going soft because it's his daughter. Come on, the talisman. Fine, we'll try to press the talisman. Will you give me the talisman? What? No way, I can't lose the right. Nope, she won't give it to me. Curse stone. Or do you have more than one? How many curse stones do you have? 3. Not that it matters. Senior investigator, by the way. 3, huh? Well, he really cares about his daughter, so can't be helped. I'm not handing them over. About Fumochika Nejima, let's go. Then I'll put this bluntly. Did you kill Nejima? And if I did, would you hide me from the police? Well, I don't know if I... That's what I thought. Your job is the only thing you really care about. Yes, I did it. You... I don't think he even knew I was a curse bearer. He brought me to those gardens and I realized while he was talking to me that he fulfilled the condition of my curse, so I just gave it a shot. I didn't think it would actually activate. So, there's no going back now. That's not true. You can still make things right before you make them worse. Then let me say it another way. This is my chance and I won't throw it away. Your chance? Did Nejima say anything to you? He said a lot of bad things about you, that's for sure. Yeah, not surprised there. I said a lot of bad things about you back. I didn't want to be outdone. Harsh. In that sense, I felt just a little like he was my kindred spirit. No kindred spirit. What are you talking about? He's a dangerous criminal. But I'm a murderer now too, aren't I? Maybe we're not so different. Ugh. No, you're different. Am I? Well, maybe not that different. But at least you're honest. I know I haven't been the best father. But I wonder, of all the fathers in the world, are there any who wouldn't cover for their child if they committed a crime? How should I know? You're the detective here. You must have seen plenty of cases like that. Yeah, plenty of parents take the fall for their children, or give them a place to hide. As a person, it's wrong, but maybe, as a parent, it's the right thing to do? I don't know. But I think having a father like that would make it easier easier to go to him for advice if I did do something wrong. Maybe there's a sense of security in knowing that no matter what happened, you'd have at least one person on your side. I see. So that's what it would take, to be on your side. I can't do that. That's okay, I wasn't really expecting you to. So Nejima really didn't tell you anything? Not really, no. Okay, about why she wants the ride, sure. Why are you willing to go so far for the rite of resurrection? What do you want with it? Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. You just call it stupid and dismiss the idea completely. Yeah, well, yeah. I can't deny her. Come on, I wouldn't do that. Maybe together we can think up a way for you to get what you want without the resurrection. I want to bring back Katsushika Hokusai back to life. Don't think anybody would. Hokusai? What? Hokusai, the ukiyo-e artist? That Hokusai? You want to bring him back to life? That'd be quite the feat, huh? That's... you... I heard you liked art, but... why would you do something so stupid? See? You only only time I ever felt like there was a place I belonged to was when I was immersed in the dreamlike world of ukiyo-e. I don't know, I'm sure there's a lot of people who do it for an artist. Yeah, but like, I don't know, it's kind of weird because he's like, it was like way, way, way back. Although, I'm sure you never noticed. Really, I had no idea. Then a lot of people shouldn't have this power. Understandable. It saved me. Hokusai is the reason I'm still alive today. I didn't know you felt so hopeless. That's the end goal. Yeah, it's so true. You would only realize it now, but it's too late. Feeling sorry won't do either of us any good. From the moment I heard about the rite of resurrection, I knew that it was my destiny. If this is all I ever accomplish, I'll die happy. You're really serious about this. About being taken hostage, okay. I'm sorry I couldn't save you from Nejima. Are you hurt? And there it is. That's so like you. What? You're only mentioning that now? Shouldn't have that been the first thing you asked me? Well, You're not worried about me. All you care about is yourself. Well, I mean... You're kind of the bad guy right now, so... I'm sorry, it wasn't Tatsumi, it was me. It was me. I was the one who fucked them up like that. Yeah, you're right. I've been selfish, I know. Got it wrong from the start, I know, right? Come on, Mr. Tatsumi, you can do better than that. You really screwed up there, huh? Well, if we reloaded, I could start with about being taken hostage. I'm fine. I managed to get away somehow or the other. Right. I'm glad. About her mother. How is she? Yasuko, I mean. I haven't kept in touch with her. I've been on my own this whole time. I'm sure you've reached out to her though, haven't you? I did call her this morning, actually, just to make sure she was safe. She's been running around all over the place looking for you. Huh, sounds like she's fine to me. Did you contact her after I called the police to tell her you'd heard from me? I did not. Oh my god. Well, I've heard you're into nightlife and staying out late these days. Didn't want her to worry more than she already was. You're one to talk. I think I've let you talk enough. Mind letting me have a turn? By all means. You're hiding something. You're hiding something from me, aren't you? Yame, if I lie, she's gonna kill me, isn't she? Hey, let's try lying, though. Come on, let's try lying just so that... She's just nitpicking, man. We can try lying, so if it's a bad ending, it is. I'm not. Wow, that's a bold declaration. Is her condition yours? I'm not sure. When I lied to her as Haruwe, I died, and I really don't know what her condition is. Now then. Oh, there you go, thank you. Let me tell you how my curse stone, the Taiko of Tsugaru, works. What? Oh, if they're hiding something. Oh, okay. So when I said, no, I'm not a curse bearer, and I didn't reply, it counted as hiding it from her. Okay, yeah, similar to lying. It's just not... I don't necessarily have to say anything. Bludgeoning, though. My curse bludgeons to death anyone I find out is hiding something from me. So if you try to cover something up that I know is true, I'll be able to use my curse on you. With that in mind, can I ask you one more thing? Ah, I get it. Why you wanted to see me. Then let me tell you one thing first. The Evergreen Beach has a similar condition. I can use my curse on anyone who tells me a lie. What? How is that fair? And you'd use that curse on me? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. As an officer of the law, it's inexcusable. And as a parent with a duty to his child, I have no other choice. Are you threatening me? Do you really think that's enough to convince me to do as you say? I don't want to use it either, but for your sake, I suggest you try not to lie. Go ahead then. If I lie, then so be it. Okay, I'm gonna ask. If you try to hide it now, you really will die. Am I your real daughter? No. I'm just a baby you picked up to replace your stillborn, aren't I? You could never bring yourself to tell me who my real parents were, so you just kept on hiding it. Still too much of a coward to tell me, huh? No, when you killed your own dad. You don't like the truth, so you won't admit it. That my real parent is the man I was just with. Ayame. Is that all you have to say? Then I only have one answer for you. You are honestly and truly our daughter. Nothing more, nothing less. Even now you're still trying to hide it? Why? Are you really that stupid? Fucking hell, Tatsumi! Tatsumi now! Ah! Boss! Why? Is your pride worth dying for? Oh no! Maybe if I just said yes at the start. It must have locked in because I said no before. Huh, I should have known. Why? Why would you go this far to hide it? Ayame, listen. Huh? How? Ayame, be proud. No matter what happens, you are our precious daughter. No way, how are you still alive? I don't know what that piece of shit Nejima filled your head with. But you're not Shino. And you're not Ashino either. You're our daughter, Ayame Tatsumi. Alright, I guess it's Tono now. Well, that's fine too. Tatsumi, Tono, both will be part of who you are. What? Why are you doing this? That's not true. The curse proves it's not. Sure, you probably don't have many memories of us playing together. And I did leave everything at home to your mom. And I was barely ever there for you. But even so, when I was working, no matter how grisly a crime scene I was at, all I ever wanted was for you to grow up to be happy. That's it. Why say all of that now? So, do one last thing for me. I want you to tell me the truth too. If you lie to me now, I'm taking you with me. Stop! I can't! The mastermind behind all this. The one who awakened the curses of the 7 mysteries in order to use the right. Wasn't you, was it? No, I wouldn't have even known how to do that. And picking up Michio Shiraishi's talisman was just a coincidence, right? Huh? Yeah, I already told you that. Ah, good. Hearing that, I can rest easy. You're nothing like Nejima. You can stand on your own 2 legs, and you can keep living without escaping into a fantasy. You can hate me. You can dream all the crazy dreams you want. Just don't ever stop trying to do good. You're a victim of your own curse too. Ah, no, this is really sad! And it's not too late to atone for the hit and run, or using the curse. Don't run away. You can still make things right. I know you can. Because you're my daughter. No, what the... I have to keep blinking. I'm gonna cry. And after that, just live the best life that you can. Dad! Boss! Oh my god, even she's sad. Just bring him back, bitch. If you're that sad, just bring him back, bitch. On that day, at 6:18 p.m., Ayame Tono was taken into custody. Tetsuo Tatsumi's death was confirmed at the same time. The 5 curse stones possessed by Tatsumi, as well as the tree given up by Ayame, lost their curse bearers. This temporarily extinguished their spirit power, allowing Mio Kurosuzu to obtain them and seal them away without difficulty. The Yin talisman possessed by Ayame Tono was uncovered and trusted to Mio Kurosuzu as well. This was actually a 200 IQ move by Tatsumi to cancel out everything. So true. Thus, any massacre that could potentially be caused by this iteration of the curses was prevented before it could ever happen. Don't worry, that was Or so it seemed. The Whispering Canal is still out there! Achievement unlocked. Master of the 7 Mysteries. Files updated. Taiko of Tsugaru. Kills by bludgeoning someone who is discovered to be hiding something from the curse bearer. Oh, the story. Let's read it. The deep sound of drums once more reverberates through the night air. How long has it been since we started hearing them each day? Could it be coming from the daimyo's residence? I've heard that they have a drum in their fire watchtower instead of wooden clackers. But one morning, so why aren't they sounding the drum? Then one morning a body was found. Isn't that old man Kanzo, the ukiyo-e painter? He lived nearby, but had been down and out for years, despite his best efforts to sell his works. Every now and then his granddaughter would visit, and he would teach her to paint. This was the old man's only pleasure. One day his granddaughter told him about her dreams. Curses, souls, resurrection. Hearing her tale, the old man was gripped by a sudden zeal and began to paint with great fervor. His work quickly became famous, enchanting all those who had viewed the strange imagery. Even the daimyo had taken notice. What could have possibly happened? The people whispered amongst each other. It was almost like he had been beaten like a drum. Ooh, rip. What a coincidence that she would get the one of an ukiyo-e painter. Okay. Wipe the tears. I'm still sad, but let's see. Surely there's a way to reload that. That can't be it, right? Kills by dismemberment, one whose face, address, name, age, occupation, and location are all known by the curse bearer. Okoma was a lovely woman. She was spirited, worked hard, and lived a frugal yet pleasant life until her husband hanged himself. My husband? A swindler? Who would believe such a thing? Maybe if you do it in a different order, things turn out different. Yeah, maybe if I start with the "Are you okay?" The really, really, really specific Death Note. Yeah. Okoma was determined to clear her husband's name. That was when she met Tamezo, a man stranger to these parts. This man must be one of the daimyo's spies. It appears that after my husband, I will be next. So be it. But what is he hunting for? Okoma, putting on airs of a woman mourning her husband, went to a bridge nightly to seek information from Tamezo. She soon discovered that she was right, and that her husband had been deceived. Okoma decided to bring her newfound knowledge to the daimyo, much to Tamezo's alarm. Angered at having been misled, he confronted her on the bridge, but Okoma would not listen. She cursed him, called him vile names, and eventually his patience had worn thin. Blood splattered everywhere, and by the time he returned to his senses, it was already too late. He looked over the bridge and into the river below and saw the corpse of a woman missing both an arm and a leg. Alright. Shit, it's not over? Does he really have to die? 8 p.m. Ario Tatsumi. Sorry for keeping you out so late, Mio. Can't take my mind off the curse bearer who was never found. Oh, it's no problem for me. I usually work at night anyway. Did you see Yako home safely? Yep, we sent her home in the patrol car earlier. I got a bad feeling about this, by the way. Exactly. We don't know where the Whispering Canal is, and we're standing right in the goddamn park. I don't think this is the true ending. This can't be it. Tatsumi's dead. It can't be. It can't be. A main character died. Apparently, she put up with quite a fuss, saying she wanted to see things through to the end. Thank you. The Feast of Shadows was starting to take effect, so it would have been dangerous. And we don't even have a curse! This is bad. This is really bad. I'm gonna save on slot tree. This is really bad. Ario has a gun though? Oh, well, that's true. Conclusion doesn't mean what they think it means. It's true, Ario has a gun, and the Whispering Canal activates if we try to leave them. So as long as we don't try to leave whoever the hell has it, and they show up, it works. So much has happened this evening, but it's still not over. We haven't found the curse bearer of the Whispering Canal. And we still have to put a stop to these curses. Oh. What's wrong? Next is Detective Ario. What? 8 p.m. With no one around, this place is silent as a grave. No one wants to go out at night at these parts, after everything that's happened over the past 2 days. I wonder if there's a sticker. Yeah, Mio, who are you talking to? The spirits? Are they saying I'm a fucking die? Please don't. Don't turn around, Ario. It's too late. I turned around. I'm looking if there's a sticker. Come on. Okay. Okay. She's still alive after I turned around. We're good. I can't get my mind off of the remaining curse stone of the Whispering Canal and who the Mastermind is. But we have to deal with that thing before I can worry about any of that. How's it going with the 2 talismans? Have you figured out the location of the Record of Fatesian scroll? I have, more or less. When I combined the contents of the 2 talismans, they formed a seal which could be undone. The things inside the talismans look like scraps of wood. That look like scraps of wood were actually a tiny scroll kept folded up by the seal. Who would have thought the talismans actually contained the scroll itself? So that's the Yin scroll then. What's it say? Well, there's one more seal we have to undo to open the scroll. It's giving me some trouble, so I was actually hoping you could help me out. Oh, okay, unlocking seal. Got it, sure thing. I don't know what I'll be able to do, but let me at it. Wow, I didn't expect you to be so eager to help. It's oddly reassuring. Okay, let's see. There are 5 seals holding the scroll shut. I think we have to remove them in the correct order. Each seal has a different design. A carp, a light, a beech leaf, a taiko drum, and a reed. Do we have to visit the locations in order? Okay, if we get it wrong, is it going to, you know, boom? Huh? No, we'll just have to try again. I tested it once already. Oh, you tried it yourself. So brave. I think it's derived that the seal can only be undone if the curses for the rite have already been unleashed. So I think there's a hint to opening it hidden in something related to the curses. Just let me know when you're ready. Guess it makes sense for such an important document to be sealed so tight. It might help to talk things over with Mio if I get stuck. What was it again? Sis, what was it again? What was the... Sis, what was the... I don't remember the order. Shit! The reed was last. I know the reed was last. Was it the carp first? Oh my god, I'm gonna get it wrong. I can't remember what came first among these three. Shit. Start pressing randomly. Oh, light was first? Damn. Oh, that was wrong. I don't think that was right. Nope, no good. Something to do with our files. Oh, wait! It can't... It's probably just in general. So we had the light, right? We had the light. The light. The reed. The drum. The beach. And the carp, right? Okay, so those were the 5. There might be something in the files. Let's see. The light. Honjo at night, right? Honjo at night. What else? The reed. Is this supposed to be like the order they died in or something? Because if so, beckoning light is definitely last. That beckoning light should be last if it's like order of deaths. Because I'm pretty sure light is Seaman himself. So reed is like some woman who got attacked. Lost an arm and a leg. The drum is a guy who got beaten like a drum. Killed from bludgeoning. Maybe it's already arranged. Yeah, maybe. Where's the carp? It's the canal, isn't it? Yeah, it is. What if it's in the order we ever encountered them in? What if it's in the order we encountered them in? You know, it's just a random idea. Because if it's in the order we encountered them in, then the first one we've ever seen is actually the carp. Because that's the Whispering Canal, Shogo. After that, the next one would have to be this one, the beach leaf. Because we got it as the first scene with the detectives. We encountered the reed when we get attacked as Yako and Mio in the school. We got the light from Mayu before we ever saw the drum. Oh, nope, that wasn't right. No good. Some of the Curse Stone's designs. Some order to the 7 mysteries of Honjo. Is it the order like this? Because they do have numbers. Because that would make it carp, light, beach, drum, reed. What? Then that would mean it's already in order. Let's actually click it like that. I swear to God. I'm gonna lose it. Oh, okay, it's not. Okay. Whew. I was gonna lose it if it was already in order. Has to do with the events that took place around then. Okay, so it has something to do with the order of events then. Yeah, then light is definitely last. Seiman dead at the end. Seiman died at the end, so light is definitely last. If this is the order of events, right? So, Canal... Actually, wait. The young couple and their daughter. That would be the Canal first, carp. But he has lost everything. He repaid the kindness, met with them with evil. The Onmyoji woman. Wait. The Onmyoji woman was not any of those, right? What the fuck? This is actually a bit hard. It's hard for my brain. Okay, wait. Actually, wait. The Whispering Canal is like this girl loved fishing, but then her dad disappeared, then her mom disappeared. And then she died last, right? So... Who is this? Jinkichi! Right? Okay, her dad disappeared. So the Evergreen Beach is the death of her father. Oh my god, what? So this was the Canal girl's father. Oh, he died. Okay, so it's beach first. And then he got hung, right? He got hung. Yeah, maybe they're all connected. I'm actually seeing it now. So he got hung. And then that means the girl is this probably her. Because her husband hanged himself. Exactly, that was the beach. So it's the beach and then it's the reed. It's the beach and then the reed. And then I know the light is last. The light is last because he's thinking about it. He's like, the young couple and their daughter. And then the Onmyoji woman. Light is definitely last. I'm just not sure who comes first between the drum and the carp. Let's see. Because he's an ukiyo-e painter. Ah! This must be her grandfather, maybe. So she was like, Curses, Soul's Resurrection. Maybe this is the grandfather of the little girl? So we could say drum and then carp and then light. Okay, I have an idea. At worst case, I'll just swap drum and carp. So first is the beach because her father got hung. Next is the reed because her mom got murdered investigating it. Next is the drum of the grandfather. The carp of the daughter. And the light of Seiman. What? Okay, wait. I'm gonna swap the drum and the carp then. It might be that. Beach, reed, carp, drum, light. Okay, I am confused. Nope, no good. Okay, wait. Let me have a look at the reed again, actually. I'm gonna look at the reed. The reed. My husband is swindler. Who would believe that? Okay. Daimyo Spice was after my husband and I'm next. And then he killed the lady. Okay. I know it's gonna be beach and then reed and then canal. But I'm not sure about the drum and the light, where they're falling into this. Where does the drum fall under? Seriously? Wait. Let's look at the Evergreen Beach. What does he say, actually? He deceived us with his so-called rite of resurrection. A man who tricked people with his false dark art swings from a rope. Thought he had escaped the previous night, but oddly enough, he was found hanging in the daimyo's mansion that morning. He was known for his kind temperament in crafting Atsuke clasps. His life wasn't easy, he was optimistic. Oh, the prosperity of the ukiyo-e boon. So that probably means the drum came first before all of them, right? Let's try. Cause the ukiyo-e boon happened because of the taiko guy? Yeah, okay, let's try that. Mio, remove the drum. And then the beach, and then the reed, and then the carp, and then the light. Gotcha! The drum was first! Okay, I missed that part where the ukiyo-e boon thing was there. Okay. Wow, you got it right, it's open. Took 6 tries, but you did. Stop counting it! Just needed some time to get warmed up, that's all. Now, let's see. We can finally read what's written inside. Let's see. Files updated. Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. The Honjo incident. Here we go. Oh, that's long. So, during the Edo period, a certain chain of events occurred around a certain resurrection spell became the basis of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. I'm gonna read this one first before the Yin Scroll, because the Yin Scroll is the story, and this is the Edo period events that we just linked. This is a story that takes place in the late Edo period. There was once a family that lived in a row house in Honjo. The family consisted of a Netsuke craftsman named Jinkichi, his wife Koma, and their daughter Toki. They enjoyed a poor but happy existence. One day, they took in a man by the name of Blank, who claimed to be a shamoji. He was on the run, having barely escaped with his life from something or another, and wound up in Honjo. The tough circumstances had left him sick and destitute. Jinkichi felt sorry for the man and decided to shelter him. The stranger was deeply grateful for his kindness and care of Jinkichi's family, as without it, he would have surely died. And told him thusly on the day of his departure, "I want to give you my thanks, but unfortunately, I have nothing of value." He paused and then asked, "Is there anything you want to bring back to life?" It turned out that the man's true name was Tsuchimikado Seimen, a descendant of the renowned Onmyoji, and he had been researching the fabled rite of resurrection. For his crime in unearthing this forbidden rite, he was chased out by his family, but he wrote down everything in a spell book that he named the Record of Fates, while on the run. Whoever sought to perform the rite would need to kill people and gather their soul dregs. Seimen had only researched the rite out of spirit of inquiry, but thought himself willing to use the rite if it was for the sake of Jinkichi's family. However, Jinkichi shook his head. "Sacrificing someone is unthinkable. We didn't help you because we wanted something in return, so you owe us nothing," he said, declining the unbelievable offer. Seimen bowed his head in gratitude countless times at those words and left their house. In the same area, there lived an ukiyo-e artist known as Old Man Kanzo. His art didn't sell much,
He often looked after Toki while Jinkichi and Koma were out working. Young Toki heard Seimon's talk of the rite of resurrection, but being too young to comprehend it, regaled it to Old Man Kanzo as a story of fiction. Old Man Kanzo, inspired by the story and filled with renewed vigor, put his heart and soul into his next painting. The piece, centered around the theme of resurrection, became an instant hit in the town. Jinkichi, being a shrewd businessman, saw an opportunity and jumped on the bandwagon by carving a Netsuke connected to Old Man Kanzo's ukiyo-e. He made up stories about his Netsuke, telling people that their blessings were connected to resurrection, and his business rapidly flourished. That man unknowingly left us a wonderful gift, thought Jinkichi and his family, but were unaware of the tragedy that would soon unfold. Before long, word of Old Man Kanzo's wonderful ukiyo-e reached the ears of a local daimyo, and he was summoned to the Lord's residence. But what awaited him was not praise, but cruel torture at the hands of Ashino, a female onmyoji who was in pursuit of Seimon. It was her who pressured Seimon into researching the rite of resurrection, which she secretly planned to use to preserve her beauty for all eternity. Ashino took advantage of the fact that the daimyo's heart was weak and frail, and following the loss of his family. So she manipulated him into capturing Old Man Kanzo, the source of the recent rumors of the resurrection. "Tell me where you heard of the rite of resurrection," Ashino demanded. As the brutal beatings continued, it was said that the eerie sound of beatings rang out through like the beating of a taiko drum night after night, reaching even the watchtower of Tsugaru residence. Oh, so he was tortured. In the end, Ashino's cruel torture secured her the information on Jinkichi's family and the existence of the records of fates. The daimyo sent his chief retainer to bring in Jinkichi, and the torture resumed afresh with a new captive. This time, she intended to obtain the whereabouts of Seimon and the location of the record of fates. Jinkichi didn't know where Seimon went, but even if he did, he had no intention of telling and stubbornly kept his mouth shut. The torture was pushed too far, and Jinkichi was unintentionally killed before he spoke a word. The daimyo had Jinkichi's corpse hang from a beech tree and declared that, unable to bear the guilt of the crime of deceiving the masses with false rumors of resurrection, Jinkichi had committed suicide. This too was part of Ashino's plan to send a message to common folk, especially the increasing number of those who sought out the rite for themselves. News of what happened to Jinkichi spread, and people lost interest in the rite, wondering if the stories of resurrection were all but a lie. You know, actually, Ashino pursuing eternal youth or something, it sounds like the Hihaku soap chairwoman. I'm just saying. But rumors that the daimyo's word was perhaps not all that truthful spread quickly when a dancer claimed to have witnessed the chief retainer's cold-blooded handiwork firsthand, and Honjo fell into unrest once more. The chief retainer arrested the girl and proposed a deal to stop the rumors. The girl was to say she just wanted attention, and retract her story by saying it was entirely made up. In exchange, she will be given a most wondrous stage to perform on. But when that day came, she was suffocated by the mask prepared for the performance. Unbeknownst to her, the mask had been covered in glue as a part of a plan to kill and silence her. Ooh, that was the girl. The fool's procession. Okay. Koma never believed for a moment that her husband, Jinkichi, had committed suicide. She was certain behind his death. Oh, got the name, address, and all that. Escalated stuff, and further, Tomezo, a ronin who had once served as his spy, go after her, okay? The chief retainer sent him after her, okay? Both Ashino and Ayame's reasons were for vanity. Damn, maybe they aren't too different. I know, right? Okay. However, she turned the table on him, shouting, "It was you who killed my husband, wasn't it?" Confronted with the accusation, Tomezo flew into a blind rage and cut Koma down in broad daylight. Ordered to take responsibility for his failure by committing seppuku, he exposed the daimyo's plot as he disemboweled himself by the lantern of the soba cart used to give coded signals. Oh, he was also one of the mysteries. Okay, so that's the 5th one on this list. Here's the 6th one, the canal. Both her parents are gone, and through means unbeknownst to her, Toki found herself to be all alone. One day, late at night, she went searching for her parents and met her doom falling into a canal where she drowned. Meanwhile, the chief retainer had made no headway whatsoever in finding Seimon's whereabouts, and an incensed Ashino decided to set fire to his residence, burning him alive. Ooh, he was the chief retainer. That's the 7th one. In truth, all those connected to these events thus far were cursed by Ashino so that their souls would turn into soul dregs upon death, which she had been collecting. All that she needed to perform the rite was now to get her hands on the records of fates. Sensing that there was something serious at work behind the recent string of strange events in Honjo, Seimon returned where he found that he was too late. He broke down in tears when he learned of the unfortunate fate and unnatural deaths Jinkichi's family had met. Hydrate, thank you! There's only 2 more left, that means it's Ashino and Seimon. Seimon realized it was the handiwork of Ashino when he found their soul dregs had been collected, and decided he had to prevent any further sacrifices from happening by confronting her on Honjo Bridge. What ensued was a fierce battle of spells that endured until the break of dawn, though those who did not know any better only saw what they believed to be eerie flashes and supernatural orbs of light. Ah, that's why it's the beckoning light. At the end of the long battle, Ashino defeated Seimon and obtained the Record of Fates. But he had placed a curse upon her foot. Ashino dragged her foot, corrupted and horribly inflamed, and sought refuge at the nearby residence of a retainer, and angrily demanded that they wash her foot. Ashino died then and there, filled with her agony and her foot cursed and rotten. Seimon too, having sustained serious wounds during their fight, died that day on Honjo Bridge, still filled with regret. That's all 9 of them. However, Seimon came back to life. Knowing that there would be enough soul dregs in place during their confrontation, he had prepared a spell that would activate the rite of resurrection upon his passing. Feeling that his curiosity was responsible for the terrible tragedy that had unfolded, he was left with a keen understanding of why the rite of resurrection was forbidden, and became determined to seal it away. Indeed, the reason he'd resurrected himself was for that very purpose. However, he did not know what had become of the Record of Fates. With nothing to seal away, he instead used the remaining soul dregs to turn 9 of the Netsuke made by Jinkichi into ritual implements to be sealed away in Honjo. He placed a spell so that should someone try to activate the rite of resurrection again, all 9 pieces will awaken at once. And to pass the whole truth of these events onto future generations, he wrote everything down in the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll and passed it down to his descendants. Meanwhile, the townspeople kept silent about the incidents out of fear of being cursed. However, these occurrences were so strange that gossip about it couldn't truly be contained. Over time, details became more and more vague as the stories grew into legends, and that's how they came to be called the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Wow, that was a lot of lore, but now I see how it all came together, and it was all because Ashino wanted to be eternally youthful. What the heck? And that's 2 hydrate redeems. I'll just drink a lot. Okay, thank you for the hydrate redeems. Interesting though. I'm glad they detailed the whole Honjo incident. I didn't think they were all connected like that, but now it makes sense. Okay, Record of Fates Yin Scroll. It is said Seimon Tsuchimikado, author of the Record of Fates, wrote the Yin Scroll because he feared that descendants of those involved in the Honjo incident might be cursed and used in the collection of soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. Chi with a blankie and a head pat. Okay, give me a sec. Let me put that on. Thank you for the redeems, guys. Man, it's getting wild. But that means the only person left has to be Ashino, right? If it wasn't Ayame. I feel like it was Ayame though. There we go. The existence of the Yin Scroll was indicated in a postscript added to the Record of Fates, but its whereabouts are currently unknown. It's believed to have been inherited by the descendant of Seimon. The text has been preserved in the form of 2 talismans held by Hajime Yoshimi and Michio Shiraishi. It contains a full account of the Honjo incident, which was that, and the following is written in Seimon's hand. I bequeath this scroll to future generations to be used in the event that calamity should arise from this grievous incident. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these 3 items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, that is my curse echo. My body, that is my living continuation of my bloodline. My spirit, that is my own consciousness. Wait, but no one is alive in his bloodline. They're dead. Oh no, Michio and Hajime are dead. What? And the consciousness must be like a possession of Seimon. Shit, what do we do then? Huh, I see. What does it say? First, a detailed account of the tragedy surrounding the rite of resurrection. Yeah, they were the last of his blood. Shit, what do we do? Surrounding the rite of resurrection that first occurred in Honjo back in the Edo period. The whole story of what we call the Honjo incident is laid out clearly. The incident was the origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo and the curses, right? Yes, the resentment of the victims of the incident turned into curses, which are the curse echoes. The contents are organized like an answer sheet, so it doesn't just give us the information that we need. Michio's parents might still be alive. Her dad is dead. I don't know about her mom. Her mom is gone. Is there anything else? Yes, and here's what we've been looking for. I bequeath this scroll into future generations to be used in the event that calamity should arise from this grievous incident, it says. Whoa, he foresaw all of this happening. And it continues. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these 3 items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full. I should have not read that on the... I'm reading it again! Okay. My soul, that is my curse echo. My body, that is a living continuation of my bloodline. And my mind, that is my own consciousness. So if we gather these 3 things in one place, Seimon's rite of cleansing will activate and completely negate the curses and rite of resurrection. Oh, that's it. That's exactly what we need. 3 things are Seimon's soul, body, and mind. It says the soul is the curse echo. So Seimon himself is part of the 7 mysteries. Now that you mention it, Mr. Araishi said something along those lines before. There's another hint written here. My curse echo holds my curse. My curse brings ruin to curse bearers. What kind of hint is that? Maybe it'll make more sense as we keep looking. But will the curse echo still appear if the curse bearer is already gone? Next, the body is the descendant of Seimon's, it seems. Wasn't Yoshimi a relative of Seimon? He and Michio Shiraishi, who had the other talisman, both of them had already passed by this time of iteration of the curses were unleashed. Damn, that's true. What should we do? His bloodline was so split up. There have to be others. Oh, there's another note here too. Where? Is it another hint? As for the body, seek not only one who bears my blood, but one with a strong spirit sense. Such an individual will be able, if a spirit attempts to possess them, to instead take control of that spirit themselves. So it says. Do we know of anyone like that? I can't think of anyone. Let's move on for now. Next is the mind. What's the difference between the mind and the soul? In paranormal theory, it's said that humans are made up of soul, body, and mind. Yako? Well, if Yako is part of Seimon's bloodline, maybe. The mind is essentially thought to be part of the spirit that makes up one's consciousness or oneself. It's like driving. The body is the car, the soul is the control system, and the mind is the driver. I see. I think that makes sense. So, is there a hint for finding this one too? Well, let's see. Should the rite of resurrection be activated elsewhere, so too shall my mind be awakened there. Seimon tried to seal away the rite of resurrection, but before he could, Ashina stole the record of fates. So as a countermeasure to the rite being activated, he made it so that his mind would be released from the seal. Okay, but what does that actually mean? So what it means is, Seimon's mind awoke the night that the rite was activated and must be possessing someone out there right now. What? And we have to get that person together with everything else. Right, so we have to find the curse echo, the descendant, and the person possessed by Seimon. He really was confident his descendant had enough riz to keep making descendants. Right? Like, what the hell did he tell his descendants? Make as many babies as you can. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what. Imagine if they didn't have the riz though. What? Then we'll just have to get them together in one place and we'll be good to go. Right, but there's one thing. The second and third ones could both be the same person. Oh, who could that be? If it's like how Michio lost her memories when she was possessing Yako, Seimon's consciousness might not be aware of who it really is. So if he learned the truth, would he start to act of his own accord? Oh, then that person could already be... Oh, hold on a second. Someone's coming this... Oh, I'm scared! I'm scared! I'm scared! I'm scared. Nobody come near me. I'm scared. Hold up. I just want to take a quick look at everybody we know. Really fucking fast. Samen's descendant. Samen's descendant. Imagine if it's Araishi. Huh? Excuse me, could I interrupt for a moment? You? Well, it could be you, actually. I don't... Yoko coming back. Yoko. Yo, I'm relevant again. Who might you be? Would you buy this empty can of juice I just finished drinking for 10,000 yen? Huh? I'll even throw in these bones for some fried chicken. You can't beat a deal like this. I don't really want them. Aw, don't say that. Come on, they're really delicious. Actually, I thought I might just have a picnic right here. Won't you join me? Sorry, I don't understand. What should we do? Well, it's not like... No, she's making us leave! If she has the Whispering Canal, she's gonna kill us! She's trying to make us leave. If we leave... Fuck, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave! She killed Shogo? Honestly possible. Well, it's not like we need this exact spot, and we can't just do anything with other people around. Let's move somewhere else. Uh-oh. No, 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 no! Sorry, we're in the middle of something, so we'll just be on our way. Are we dead? Are we dead? Are we dead? We're dead! What? It hurts. This is a curse. Sayonara. It's over. She's gonna bring back her dog. Oh hey, we got the 5th ending! Now we just need to get the true ending. Damn you, Yoko. I know, right? That must have been the 5th ending. Surely, right? The credits are rolling. If it was just a random death, the credits would not roll. Wait, if that was the case, I wonder how she died the first time. Who knows? Maybe it's for Shogo. Actually, yeah, maybe it is for Shogo. But if she's possessed by Ashino... No, but if she's possessed by Ashino, then she just wants eternal life, right? Eternal youth. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in the true ending. What is this? Is there... I don't get it. If she's the one who has the Whispering Canal, how the hell did she kill... How the hell did she die? I mean... You have my heartfelt thanks for all your hard work thus far. This brings the story of the 7 mysteries of Honjo to... No! And who could have foreseen such a conclusion? Unfortunately, it seems the so-called Mastermind was one step ahead of you. She remains hidden, leaving behind no evidence. Perhaps there truly is no way to stop her. Ashino is the real Shogo simp. However, should you find that this conclusion is not to your liking, then by all means, please pursue a different path. You've done it once before, so I'm sure you already know how. With that, I shall be taking my leave. I have been your humble storyteller. Good night. Oh, what? Achievement unlocked, Ario's choice. Why is it? Shit, what the fuck do I do? Wait, guys, wait. Wait, guys. Yeah, we're gonna try looking around. Let's look around this. There's nothing else. This is the whole map, actually. Huh? Huh? Do you think we have to go back to Shogo? I wonder. Ending 5. Ending 3. Ending 4. Ending 2. Ending 1. Baby, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the Shogo sweep.
Guys, I don't know. I feel like... No. This is where she's alive, right? No, but if I go here, we don't know anything. If we go here, she's freaking out. If we go here, she's dead already. I just want to see if I can do anything here. Does this do anything? This is the only time we see Yoko. Like, alive. Other than dead ending. What do I do? You're awake. You okay? I was rattled, thought you lost it. Are you dizzy? I've heard that before. You said it earlier. Okay. Shogo. Something's wrong. Shogo. Psst. Shogo. 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 What's happening? If she's the mastermind and she has the thingy, I guess Shogo died here because he left her. Like, she told her to go and I'ma leave. Right? See? Yeah, she got Yoko into the taxi and then he left. That's basically him leaving and he dies. What? What do I do? Masaka. Why my brain is so small? Well, there's a resume button, isn't there? Everything else has a start button. Well, no. There has to be more. There has to be more. That's why there's a resume button. I don't know. What if? Yes. Yeah, what if Tatsumi is what I'm feeling? Oh, wait, no. Yeah, what if Tatsumi lived, man? Let's see, let's see. What if I say yes here? I feel like I locked in on the choice where he's not gonna say anything if I say I'm not. Let's try I am. Well, sure. You can't live as long as I am without having a secret or two. Of course, you try to dodge the question. Now then. Okay, she tells us how it works. If you hide something from me. Okay. Get why you wanted to see me? I'll tell you first. Has a similar condition if you lie. Alright. And then she's gonna ask the question. Let's see if he changes his mind. Gonna ask, if you hide it now, you really will die? Am I your real daughter? Okay, don't hide it! Don't hide it, please. Please, just say yes. Please just say yes. He's not saying anything. You don't like the truth, so you won't admit it. My real parent was the man I was just with. Is that all you have to say? No! He's still saying the same thing! Wait. He's still saying the same thing. Tatsumi, why do you do this to me? I need you to live, bro. Tatsumi, I need you to live, bro. What? I'm thinking. Wait. I'm confused. What do I do with this? What kind of situation have I been put in? You know what? I'm going to try Googling. Parent. I like how they're really making it seem like true ending. How to get true ending. I like how they're making it really seem like it's hard. Like, they're hiding that the true ending is not any of these. They're hiding it. How to get it? Let's see. Please help me. Okay, so I've gotten Michio's grudge, I've gotten Nechima's sting, Harue's legacy, Ayame's inspiration, and I got conclusion. Okay, so the choices you make in the conversation with Ayame and the order you make them can change the dialogue a little, but the outcome will remain the same. Okay. How about another conclusion? Oh, I need to play Shogo Okia's chapter Kinshibori Part 3 to unlock the chapter called Cleansing. Eh? Eh? Well, what do you... Hold up, guys. This is getting giga brain for me. I'm gonna leave this open on the side. I'll leave this open. Oh, God. I'll leave this open on the side so that I can just reference it while we go through it. Let's go, 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 go. Part 3. Without the asterisk. So where she's dead? Okay. I guess from the beginning? Oh no, start from talking to Takumi. Okay. Hi. Pan the screen to the right of Takumi. But don't look at Yoko or you'll die. Okay. Right? Is this the right? Or is this the right? Shit, which one is... Hold up. Is it his right or my right? Holy fuck, wait. Do I have to talk to him first? How do I know it wasn't you? Alright, let's see. Maybe when he says, didn't your friend move, maybe? Okay. Wait, wrong button. Oh boy, I'm scared to pan to the right, but fine. Let's pan to the right. Oh, there! That's a different curse echo. The hell is that? It looks like a light floating in midair. Oh, look at Takumi again. Bro, it's approaching me! Whoa, it's coming closer. Is this another one of the 7 mysteries? Looks like a will-o-wisp, maybe? Was there anything like that in the 7 mysteries? Do I touch it? Oh, I touch it. Huh? Am I supposed to touch it? Takumi right now. Ayo, what's this guy doing? What the fuck? Okay, here we go, guys. We finally have something to work with here. Let's go. When the body, the soul, and mind of Seiman Tsuchimikado have all been brought together, the rite of cleansing is... Oh! Shogo! So that's why Shogo dies. Because he's Seiman? Descendant? Dispelling all rituals and curses that have been previously performed. Okay. Sure. Oh, wait, what? Hi. You've arrived at the juncture. I expect no less from you. Which means you've managed to bring everything to light. So there's a possibility that you've wound up here by chance. So, before I take you any further, I must ask you a number of questions. About what exactly the soul, body, and mind of Seiman Tsuchimikado are. Firstly, which curse echo represents the soul of Seiman Tsuchimikado? Oh, the light, right? The beckoning light. Yes, that's exactly it. After his defeat, is that why he behaved so maidenlessly? The need for the Seiman bloodline to continue? Maybe. After his defeat at the hands of Ashino in the Honjo incident, Seiman wandered about near Honnoji. I guess that's why this guy is quizzing me. He said it could have been an accident, so maybe I could have like seen this from the very beginning. Like while I was playing the prologue, maybe I could have accidentally triggered this and he was like, yo, hold up, spoiler territory. The form of his curse echo changed over time with the legend he left behind. This is the curse echo which was acquired by Mayu Chizawa. But when called forth by Seiman's body and mind, it appeared momentarily before him. Let's continue. Who served as the self of Seiman Tsuchimikado? Who was his body, his descendant who carried his blood in their veins? It's probably Shogo, since we have to come back here and he's alive. And he's already dead in the normal one, right? It's Shogo, right? Right! It's Shogo! Alright. Alright. Wait. Alright.
gonna save. Correct again. Although Shogo Okie was born to an ordinary family, the blood of a distant relative ran thick in his veins. And they did keep mentioning it. They kept mentioning it in the prologue. I remember. Yoko kept saying, you have a strong spirit sense. So it makes sense that it's Shogo. It makes sense. He literally cannot be stopped. Let's go to Shogo sweep! Woo! In truth, the same is true for Yoko Fukunaga. She was also the one who had the blood of a distant relative coursing through her. In her case, it was Ashino. Oh, okay, so she was Ashino, okay. Seiman and Ashino, fated to meet again all these hundreds of years later. Now for my final question. Who is the mind of Seiman Tsuchimikado? Tell me the name of the person whose consciousness was directly tied to his. Was that not Shogo? Shogo? Shogo was acting weird, right? Shogo? Shogo? Oh, I see. You believe it to be Shogo. It's not! The answer to this is most important, so please answer me once more. Dare. Let me take a quick look at the persons of interest. Shogo Okie. Okay, so it's not Shogo. It's not Yoko. We've established she's Ashino. It's not Haruwe, because Haruwe is just an ordinary person, isn't she? You're dead. Richter, maybe? Richter? Tatsumi died. I'm not sure. Ario? Probably not Ario. It wasn't working earlier, okay? Hajime is dead. Mayu, probably... It's probably a dude, right? Not you, you're dead. Not you. Araishi? No, you're dead. Yutaro? No way. No way. What's the phrasing of his question again? Who is the mind of Seiman Tsuchimikado? The name of the person whose current... Oh! The person whose consciousness is directly tied to Shogo's. But Shogo's only in the prologue. Me, bitch! It's me, isn't it? You believe it to be Chi. You believe it to be yourself? I'm the only one, right? I'm the only one controlling Shogo. Are you certain? Yeah! It's me! I'm Seiman Tsuchimikado, bitch! I'm the one controlling Shogo. So I'm the one making him move around, so that's what makes sense. I was Seiman this whole time, guys. Yes, you're correct. Finally, you've remembered. That's right, you are... G-Man. Seiman's consciousness, awoken by the curses and rite of resurrection. However, having lost your memories, you forgot the duty assigned to you. Oh, it makes sense! It makes sense, because the game starts with the rite of resurrection. And he did kind of imply I had something to do with it when we started... when we ended the prologue and got to the main story. Okay, I got... got. For real. This is, if I may so, where I played my part, guiding you through the events of this story. As your consciousness was all that was left of you, you manipulated time and space by way of the story chart, jumping from vessel to vessel, and manipulated your host's actions by whispering commands into their ears. In doing so, you were able to get the full picture of what needed to be done. But at one point, while still unconscious, you managed to remember your duty. The so-called mastermind behind these events, the one who awakened the rite and the curses, was Yoko Fukunaga, descendant of Ashino herself. You unconsciously activated your curse and killed her. How interesting that she awakened Seiman's consciousness at the same time as the curse. That was the one and only time she could have been stopped. But Due to your influence on Shogo Okie's will, Yoko Fukunaga was brought back to life.
Ah, yeah, she died. So she died because we unconsciously killed her. Okay.
Using the story chart to undo her death. I led you to believe that was the work of the Rite of Resurrection itself. But as it turns out, seeing what would transpire if the Mastermind was not killed at the outset is ultimately what revealed the way to put an end to the curses for good. There were certain things which would have answered all your questions had you noticed them.
She was a killer from the start. Yeah, baby, it happened again.
Except, for example, even while under your control, Shogo Okie willingly used his curse.
Don't need prompts, it just happens, I guess so.
But when I asked you early on how many Shogo Okie had killed, this is what I truly meant. Had you not used the curse, Shogo Okie would have done so of his own accord.
Oh, I see. That's why when I counted the number of people Shogo killed, when he asked me at the end of the prologue, I counted the number of people I killed, but it didn't count because I was the one who told him to do it. I whispered in his ear like the devil, "Kill them, Shogo." But if I didn't press it, Shogo would do it himself. I see.
Alright, I see how it is. Furthermore, Mayu Chozawa was able to recall information which only you knew. She was able to do this because she was connected to you through her curse echo, the beckoning light. Ooh! Yoko Fukunaga. Here we go. In truth, Yoko is a descendant of the Onmyoji who continue to practice in modern times. Her ancestor Ashino attempted to steal the Rite of Resurrection in Honjo during the Edo period. Born with exceptional spirit sense, Yoko learned about her own ancestry while researching her roots, and was disappointed to find her bloodline had fallen into mediocrity. Chi Tatakai.
I feel like I'm in like Attack on Titan. I'm gonna lean in and go like Shinzo Sasaki.
She became consumed with the ambition to restore her family's lost glory through her own powers, and devised a scheme to succeed where Ashino had failed and performed the Rite of Resurrection. Yoko continued her training, developing her spiritual and curse powers until she discovered the Record of Fate, which offered clues regarding the rite. She plotted to use the curses of the 7 mysteries of Honjo to gather a large number of soul dregs by calling forth curse echoes and setting the stage for mutual slaughter. The ultimate plan was invoking a large-scale Feast of Shadows, awakening the curses, performing the rite herself, and bringing together enough soul dregs to revive Ashino. Since the effects of the curses increase the more people know and fear of them, she entrusted the Record of Fates to local historian Hideki Araishi, who could easily spread the rumors. She also contacted Fumichika Nejima, a criminal with a deep understanding of the mystic arts, to obtain a curse stone needed to gather soul dregs. Unsurprisingly, Nejima was very interested in the story of Ashino and readily agreed to aid his revival. While carrying out these steps, Yoko learned of the existence of the Yin Scroll, which threatened to thwart her plans. She added a note about the scroll in the Record of Fates before giving it to Araishi, intending to acquire it before it could pose an issue. Through her investigations, Yoko discovered that Hajime Yoshimi was a descendant of Seimen and threatened him with a curse in an effort to scare him into revealing the whereabouts of the Yin Scroll. While Hajime bravely resisted Yoko's threats, she killed him with a curse to ensure Seimen's descendant would not stand in her way. As her preparations were coming together, Yoko obtained the seemingly less dangerous curse stone of the Whispering Canal in order to become a curse bearer, a necessity for gathering curse stones for the Feast of Shadows. Shogo Okie, also a descendant of Seimen, was eyed as a potential risk factor and contacted to ensure that he would be located nearby and subject to monitoring. However, unaware that the spirit of Seimen would be awakened within Shogo as soon as she invoked the curse, Yoko's plan was thwarted when she was immediately cursed to death by Seimen.
Oh, so
when she was pointing behind Shogo and going like, "Shogo, behind you, oh my god, ah!" it was Seiman. Seiman was like, it was me. Me and Seiman was like, Yoko, you will die. And Shogo couldn't see it because Shogo was like, okay, I see how it is. Alright. Now, allow me to ask you one last question. Oh no, I'm gonna get it wrong. If knowing all that you know now had the ability to resurrect one life, what would you do? Oh, it's the same question he asked me at the start of the game. I did say I think I'd use it if it came at no cost, but I guess if I'm supposed to be Seiman, I'm supposed to say I would destroy it. Oh, I see. That was Seiman's original intention. I apologize for leaving it out of the options when I first asked you this question. Now, it's time to bring things to a close. Upon your arrival here, the rite of cleansing was activated, dispelling all other rituals and curses. Look upon the fruit of your efforts. And then we shall leave this world behind for good. No, I'm not done with my mockingbird stickers, I'm sorry. Thank you, truly, for all the work you have done. I'm not done with my mockingbird stickers. We're not done here. That's what happened? I can't believe it. I finally understand. The Shogo sweep! Our boy Shogo lives, baby! Let's go! Yeah, I was the one who did that to Yoko. The blood of the Onmyoji inside me. Curse broke into my consciousness and gave me that curse. Yoko was after the rite of resurrection. She was the one who awakened the curses of the 7 mysteries and cast the Feast of Shadows. The only way to stop all of it was to put a stop to her here. Otherwise, the rite of cleansing might have been negated too. I wonder how much of it was really her doing all those things. Yoko. Guess that explains why I felt like it was fate when all this started. Though, she didn't seem to notice. Guess things were always destined to end like this, from the moment we met. I wish we could have met under different circumstances. No point in thinking like that now. God, I need a drink. Let's go, Shogo! I'm thinking a Moscow Mule, or 2, or 3. Let's go! The Shogo sweep. The Shogo sweep! Let's go! Haru Ishigima, 12 a.m. Takumi's just letting us walk away. Takumi, my work here is done. Yeah, Takumi was there. Fuck Takumi. He wasn't there. Let's leave him be. Pretend he wasn't there. Ma'am, what is it? Just a dream. Seems like it was all just a dream. I dreamt that there was such a thing as a rite of resurrection. Just a dream. I'm sorry to say, but there isn't. Right, of course not. Not that he could stop him, so true. But even if there is no such thing, I promise you that I will get to the bottom of the kidnapping. In fact, I've happened to find a very important lead from over a year ago. Something that's evaded our reach until now. An eyewitness from the scene of the kidnapping. I see. Aw, man, Jonouchi gets to live. That sucks. Well, at least Tatsumi gets to live. Let's go, Tatsumi. Let's go. Oh, I forgot about this part. Whoa. What the hell is this? The medical unit told me to get down here. What happened? Don't worry about it. I saved all your lives indirectly. Was looking into Yoshimi's death at the former Yasuda Gardens. Another body was discovered at a different park in the area. Could they be related? It sure looks like it, but... Excuse me, we found this among the victim's belongings. Thought you'd want to know. What's this? What the hell? Boss, look at what was in the female victim's address book. Yoshimi's phone number and photo. What? And the picture. There's an X drawn on it and a bunch of weird symbols and a hole where his heart would be. No. Do you think... I mean, could this be some kind of curse or something? How many times have I tried to tell you not to try and connect everything to the occult? Damn it. Is this a Nakagoshi case after all? Huh? What was that, boss? Ah, don't worry about it. Make sure you put that photo in evidence. There's no doubt this is related to Yoshimi. Make sure you do a thorough sweep of the area. I'm gonna make a phone call. Got it. Leave it to me. Spend as long as you want on the phone. Shogo is just gonna walk away freely. Let's go. 1 a.m. Yako. Oh, they're spirit board, right? Mio! It turns out Michio really did die in an accident. Yeah, if we ask around, we might be able to get a little more information. I guess there never really was such a thing as the rite of resurrection. But it did feel like there was a spirit watching over us. Me! Let's go! Damn it. Why? Nothing's happening. But now my contract won't be... should have never believed in this blasted record of fates. We've destroyed it. It used to be real. I'm sorry. To all of you watching from far, far away. From Shrek's world? The rite of resurrection has never existed. Not in any world or any time. So I ask you to take the life you hold and boldly move forward one step at a time. Aww, that's a nice message. Richter, Iwai's out. You want to question him? Hang on, Ario. I want to get enough evidence for a search warrant. Let him go for now, and I'll follow him. That's the kidnapper? Oh, they're working together still to solve the mystery. Yay! Oh, and Michio's death! Ah, yes, I'm the one who did it. Yeah! They're still doing it! So please, help me. Richter and Ario in one place, let's go. She's always following me. Ayame Tono. Aww. Sorry, Michio had no idea. Let's go. It's working. Hajime was killed by Yoko Fukunai. Let's go! Everyone's getting their answers. He wasn't the kind of guy who could just be picked off like that. You know it. Yeah, and the boss is hiding something. There seems to be some kind of secret hidden in Hajime's family tree. Let me see if I can find out what it is. Aw, it's kinda sad though. Heard you'd be absent today. Is there something you need? Oh my god, Shogo! I seem to have the spirit sense thing all of a sudden. It's the sort of thing our chairwoman doesn't approve of, so I thought I'd mention it. Shogo! Don't endanger yourself like this. You could have called. Didn't think you were the standoffish type. Had to find out from Iwai. Oops, forgot all about my favorite chief inspector. The hell are you planning? Nothing so heinous as you're thinking. I'm only Makoto Ashimiya after all. Nothing but a lowly janitor. How are things with you? Getting along with your daughter? Oh, he turned out to be a good guy if he didn't have the one-sided read. What the fuck? Well, you know. More or less. As long as Tsutsumi's alive, I'm okay. Man, what a ride. Is the credits gonna roll now? Oh, it's not. There's still something. Yeah, Yoko influenced Nejima. And probably the curse stone. Because when they have a curse stone, their desire to kill becomes insane. So that must have been what affected Nejima's wishes? He was just an ordinary janitor now. Man, oh my gosh, the fact that it's sunset and then the music sounds like this, it's making me emotional. It's making me think of actually Kingdom Hearts 2. Because in Kingdom Hearts 2, well, 358 and a half days, I think, 68, 58, I don't know the number. And the start of Kingdom Hearts 2. Because of Sunset Town, I believe. They're always there on the clock tower. That's also emotional! What the flip? I'm getting emotional. That was nice though. Shogo Goat ending was clear from the start. So true. Actually, imagine if I wasn't so guarded. Like, I was so guarded when Takumi said turn around, right? But imagine if we saw that spirit flame from the very beginning by complete accident. That would have been crazy, right? I'm glad to see that the plot is still moving along. Even though there's no curses, they're still figuring out everything we figured out together about Michio's death, about the death and kidnapping of Harue's son. I'm glad those are still coming together, and Richter and Ario are together, working together. Truth still reached the surface, yeah. And this time they actually caught the correct killer for Hajime. No extra bloodshed. And Nejima didn't have to be a bad guy after all. He just got to be a old man Ashimiya. Nice. Hopefully Ayame and Tsutsumi have their heart-to-heart still though. They didn't show that happening, but they kinda like hinted that they were gonna be okay. They hinted they were gonna be okay, so. Did Yoko even have a dog? I bet that was a lie. A lie to get our pity because cute puppies. What a nice game. Yeah, I liked it. The mystery was so intense, and they really strung me along for such a long time. It was really clever that the player is Seimen, though. Yeah, pretty good game. Clever that the player is Seimen. I like that plot twist. Nice, clear. Thank you. I was wondering why I had to input a name. Ayami was quite a big red herring. Yeah, like in 50% of the game, she felt like the bad guy. Man, I was wondering why they had me put my name in Chi, but then it was never used. I wasn't even a person. No wonder. I was an answer. But nice. That was great. I really enjoyed playing Paranormasight. I'm glad we got to play it. End. Yay, the true ending. Hooray! Congrats on the clear. Thank you. I'm gonna have a quick look at our Steam achievements. Maybe grab our Mockingbird stickers. Another conclusion. It's all the way over here. Honjo's biggest know-it-all. Case closed. Objection failed. Yeah, we did it. Truly a zero escape game. Yeah, same kind of vibes. I think... Yeah, speaking of Zero Escape, that's gonna be one of my next mysteries. It's gonna be by the Zero Escape team. I plan on playing AI. Is it AI? Somnium Files? Okay, let me see what the other achievements are. I cannot see it. Holy shit. I cannot see the other achievements. I guess I'm going to look up Steam achievements for Paranormasight. Because, you know, we're already here and it's our last stream of it and we have time. We can get the achievements. Can't you tab into the game? I can tab into the game. I'm actually on a browser right now. It's still detecting the mouse, that's all. Complete the Mockingbird series. Oh, achievements pop in the overlay? Ooh. Wait, and you can show the hidden ones? How do I do that? Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. I'm figuring it out. I can block the screen. I don't know if it picks up the overlay, so I'm gonna just block the screen with Nagito Komaeda. I'm trying to figure out Shift Tab, maybe? Oh, there! Shift Tab! Okay. Okay. Actually, it doesn't pick up the overlay. Okay. That's fine, but there. View all achievements. Wait, that's not it. It's not showing me the thingy. I'm confused. I'm just gonna look at a guide anyway. Yeah. Yeah! Let's just look at the guide anyway.
So I have a list of achievements on one of my tabs. I'm also gonna look up a guide for my Paranormasight all Mockingbird stickers. Yeah! I know we need that one. Which ones are we lacking? Let's see. We're lacking... Oh, wait, what is this? File 23. Thank you for playing the game all the way to the end. We look forward to the day we can present you with another Paranormasight. Sincerely yours, Nakagoshi. Hey! If you make another one, I'd be there, Pog. Yeah, I'd like to play another one. That would be good. They were really good at the mystery. Yeah, that's a nice little final message. Alright, let's have a look. So we're missing Mockingbird number 2. Yako Sakazaki preparing for battle. It's very difficult to spot. It is in the Yako Sakazaki preparing for battle on the school fence. Here. What the heck? It was here. I was looking for a sticker here, but I couldn't find it. Okay, so it's here then. Going to be looking to the right every scene next game. Oh my god. No, they're gonna flip it up next time. Next time they're gonna be like, look to the left. They gotta subvert expectations. You're already gonna be expecting the trick. It's gonna be looking in the other direction now. The fence, huh? They said it's quite difficult to spot. Which fence? Oh, that! Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't have seen that. What the heck? That is tricky. What the heck? It blended in. Alright. We got that one. Back to the story chart. Okay, what's the next one we're missing is number 4, 6... 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 6, 7. 4, 6, 7. Let's go. 4, 6, 7. Where? 4 is in Harue Shigima. Too much to handle. Keep examining Richter until you have this and Mockingbird 10. Oh. 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 I already have Mockingbird 10. I didn't know he could win another one. What was the hint for this? Jackpot. Well, I guess that makes sense. Okay, Richter. Win number 4. Win number 4, please. He did not win anything. Richter, please. Oh my god, I can't believe we're gachaing again. I thought it was over after we won one. We won one and now we're just like trying to win another one. I can't believe this. It never ends, the gacha. So, how y'all doing with the... He really is paid to winning though. Look at how many times he's doing this gacha. How much money does it even take to participate in the Mockingbird sticker gacha? Oh, this one is super rare! Fairfeather, the coolest peacock around! Oh, so it is. Pretty big win, huh? There it is, number 4! Hope this is pure RNG. Jesus, if Richter lived in a modern world, he'd be a gacha player. Exactly, he's already a gacha player. Maybe even a Genshin player, maybe. Okay, 6, 7, and 9. 6, 7, and 9. Oh my gosh. Glad it didn't take that long though. I would have been worried if it took that long. Okay, story chart. 6, 7, 9. 6 is in Tetsuo Tsutsumi Fancy Sushi. It's in Michio Shiraishi's neighborhood. Look to the left, it's on the building wall. Fancy Sushi. Here? Oh, from the beginning then. It's on the wall? How did I not see it? Bro, I was looking so intently for these stickers and I missed it. Building wall, huh? Building wall. Didn't have the special eye then. Yeah, the special eye being the guide. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't know I could move it further up. Okay, there you go. There it is, number 6. So 7 and 9 now. What the hell? 7 is in Haruishigima. Life can be tough in Midorichi Park. What? In that park? I swear that park is... I was always there and going like, yeah, there's only leaves here. There was something there? Really? Life can be tough, right? Okay. Location select, here we go. Midorichi Park. What do you mean? I'm glad they're numbered instead of purely named. Makes it a lot easier. Exactly, yeah, same. If they were purely named, I'd have a hard time figuring out which one is which. What? You're shitting me. You found a haiku. That's a rare one. Is it now? You're shitting me. They put it there. Okay. Number 9, 12, and 20. 9, 12, and 20. Number 9, Tetsuo Tsutsumi, Manhunt in Yasuda Gardens. You have to pan down as far as the screen goes. Yasuda Gardens. Of course, the bird is in the tree. Oh my god, you're right. How could I not have thought about that one? Here we go. I have to look extremely low, okay? As low as I can look. Oh wait, now! I need to look as low as I can across Aereo. Oh, what the heck? What the actual heck? Okay, 12 and 20 to go. That one's cute though. Yeah, he's a little owl guy. I like it. Story chart. 12 and 20. 12 and 20. 12 is in Haruishigima, dead or alive, on the floor right at the beginning of the chapter. Dead or alive. Here, right at the beginning of the chapter. Resume from the beginning. I don't want to press restart. It might restart the entire progress of the chapter. Excuse me. In front of Richter or something? Let's see. Man, these mockingbirds are really tricky. But I'm glad I found a lot on my own also. I think I got about half on my own. A little over half. That's still good. What? Bruh. Damn, there was one here? Lucky! That's number 12. Royal Kingpin Gwyn. Oh, that's so. Oh, it's so cute! Look at that penguin! It's adorable. Alright, one last. Number 20. One last. Story chart. Where is it? 20. Tetsuo Tsutsumi conclusion. When playing as Aereo in Mio, check the billboard to the left of the phone booth. Oh, okay. Wait, no, wrong one. Ending 6, good. From Aereo, here. I look at the billboard to the left of the phone booth. Then this is the last Mockingbird sticker. Go, go, go! I don't think I can get all of these trophies right now, actually. What the heck? It was hidden in plain sight! Cutie, though. Cutie. It was hidden in plain sight. Maybe I'm just bad. Okay, let's save on the story chart. Okay, what else am I lacking here? So I got the Mockingbird stuff, I completed the story, all of the persons of interest, all the files, all the cursed echoes, all 15 Mockingbirds, obligation fulfilled, Shogo Okie's ending, yes. The 10 stickers. This one I can't get right now. There's actually one for playing the game in the middle of the night. So I'm gonna have to play maybe like 3 a.m. I'm gonna pop it up. 1 a.m. Maybe 1 a.m. I'll open it later, I guess. There's another one called Veteran Investigator. Have 10 hours of playtime. Do we not have that?
Oh, we have that. We have 14 hours of playtime. We have that one. I'm looking at my achievements as we go. Okay, don't be a quitter. Play after 3 days. Yep. Harue's Legacy. Ario's Choice. Michio's Grudge. Nejima's Reminiscence. Ayame's Aspiration. Correct. Mockingbird. Mocking Chick. What is this? Answer the storyteller's question correctly. Who done it? Huh? Where's that one? I don't have it though, so I answered him wrong. Is that the one from the end of the prologue? Is that this one? Speedrunners hate this one achievement. Yeah, the 10 hours. That must be this, because I answered him wrong, right? I killed them all, don't worry. I understand. Then again, I keep answering his questions wrong anyway, that's why. Have I ever answered all of his questions correctly in one try? I kept getting it wrong. Is there no fast forward? How do you even speedrun this game? You can't fast forward anything. I'm clicking, but it's not working. I hear the music settling in. Is he gonna ask me now? The title drop. Sir. Sir, talk to me, please. We are stuck watching the opening song. There is no skip button. That's crazy. Alright. Hydrate, posture check, stretch. Thank you. I wonder if we have a future Paranormasight game. Will we ever get to see Nakagoshi? Satsumi did say he's the paranormal affairs head guy, but you never see him. All you see is like this thing at his desk, you know? Alright, here we go. The routes of the protagonist, yes. And now he's gonna ask me how many did Shogo kill. And the answer is 0. No! He didn't ask me anything! Fuck. When does he ask me stuff? Shit. I mean, I guess I could look for that one off stream. Let's see if there's anything we can do on stream, because I'm confused with that one. Tsumi's investigation, Yako's friendship, resolve, righteousness, escape, foot washing, Shogo. Oh, Shogo's blunder, ever burning Shogo. Oh, okay, I can die by looking at Yoko. Let's do that one. We can do that one very fast. Resume. Talking to Takumi. And then I die. I guess when he says to look. Yoko. When will you tell me to look, bro? Tell me to look. Oh, there. He said, look. He said to look. Now let's look and die. Yoko? Dies. Doesn't look any different. Dies. Okay, there. That's one achievement. Sorry, Shogo. It has to be this way. Damn it all. Yeah. Okay, deceased. Yeah. It had to be this way. There you go. Achievement unlocked. Shogo's blunder. My chi. Yeah, Takumi probably stabbed him. No, I just wanted to get the achievement. So the next one would be the one with the ever-burning lantern guy, because I didn't die to him. Where was he? South Waragesui Street, right? Cheek too good. Yeah. We were gaming too hard that we didn't die to this guy. Should be Araishi, right? There you go. And then we die to this one. And then we'll get an achievement. Get closer and then die. Very interesting still. I like how everything was connected. Not just like the characters in present day, but even the characters in the Edo period with the 7 mysteries. It was a really long file on the whole incident, but I liked... When do I die? Oh, there you go. There you go. I like how everything was connected. Yeah. Because the whole file was really long, but it made a good story. Like, it made sense that all of them all died because of the Ashino person, and then they all have grudges. Alright, ever-burning Shogo. We're good. We don't need to retry, baby. It's okay. So, there was that. There is foot washing Shogo, yes. Where is my achievements? Oh, there it is. Foot washing Shogo. I've died to that. Yes. Haunting Shogo. Foot washing Tsutsumi. Yes. One-sided Yako. Ever-burning Yako. Okay! We did it! That's all the ones I can get on stream right now. The ones I'm lacking, just so everybody knows, if y'all wondering, I'm lacking the one to play the game in the middle of the night. It's not happening right now because it's 7 p.m. Maybe they mean like 12 a.m., 1 a.m. I'll open that later. And there's one for getting all of the achievements, yes. And there's one for answering the questions of the storyteller correctly. I don't know which one it is, so I'll just look into that further later on. But that's it! That would be Paranormasight. Can't time travel live. Yeah, I can't time travel live. It's probably the one you just did. Yeah. Probably the one I just did. Yeah, maybe this one. You know what? Let's give it a try. Start from the beginning. I think it's system time. I don't know if it's system time or what. But I know that when we played again, 3 days after, it worked out. So let's try these. This might be the right one. Let's see if this is the achievement. Then Shogo, then Chi. Shogo? Yeah, it might be, because I got Chi wrong the last time, like the first time. Chi. There you go. Is this the achievement? Please be the achievement. The achievement didn't pop. Yeah, I'll just look into this later. The achievement didn't pop! Okay, I'll just look into that later. I will return to the title screen and end off here, Ripperoni. Yeah, rip! Thank you! It was worth a try, though. Thank you, everybody, for joining Paranormasight all this time. I had a lot of fun with this. I really enjoyed it. Like, I loved the mystery. Everything was connected. Everything was cleaned up so nicely, too. All 6 endings were interesting. Yeah. And, like, the way to get the true ending was great, too. So, overall, really good game. Really enjoyed it. So, my next stream is my last stream for the week. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. GMT plus 8, I will be doing the celebration of our 1-year anniversary. Let's go! And then I'm going to be revealing my 2.0 model there. Let's go! And other than that, there's gonna be next week's streams schedule maybe by the weekend. I don't know how many times I'll stream next week. Maybe 3 or 4 again. But since we finished RE0 and Paranormasight, that leaves our ongoing series to be RE5 with Vel on Wednesdays. That's a set thing. There's 1-Bit Heart. I feel like we're getting close. 1 or 2 more streams, that one will be done. And then there's A Hat in Time. So I will definitely go back to 1-Bit Heart, A Hat in Time, and RE5 next week. And then I'll debate if I will have a 4th day. If I have a 4th day, then I will already tell you guys. I think I plan on getting into AI Somnium Files, the first game. Because I have both the first and the second game. But the first game first, of course. Which is also by Team Zero Escape. So it's gonna be kind of similar to Zero Escape probably. And Paranormasight, I guess. Similar mysteries, let's go. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. I had fun with this game, so much fun. Thank you for the gifted game. I really love it. Thank you, thank you. Let's go Sigma 2. I don't know anything about it yet, but we'll see. But yeah, stick around if you guys want to raid, and hope to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thank you, thank you.